Oh, hello everyone. I am in the wrong place, but hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Uh-oh, did I just crash my feet? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Welcome to a very typical Raz stream. You wanna know what happened here? I accidentally hit. There we go, more Raz. Yeah, so for those who are curious about what just happened here,
Wobby Jiggling Muscle Bear Gamer just resubbed for 12 months. Wobby Jiggling.
Tier 3 for 12 months.
Oh wait, it was late. What? And so it begins.
Anyway, welcome in everyone. Today is the very first annual, hopefully annual, it'd be nice, first art celebration competition. For those who are unaware what that means, what that is that the community has come together and submitted a few new art pieces that they would like me to unrelentingly compliment. And at the end, after the community votes, we will have a winner for who has won the first annual art competition. At the very least, the worst thing you can expect is that I am going to say every single good thing I can about your art piece and make sure that the whole purpose of this competition, the whole purpose of this celebration is to make sure that you guys keep making more amazing art. But again, I want to say before we jump into it, it is going to be a little bit of a more rigorous type of, a stream. So we do have a little bit of a itinerary, as you can say. However, we did have a little bit of a upset to that schedule because of Next Door in chat, also Yuri on Twitter, who gave us a 11-minute video that we're going to watch. That is in regards to the Steph MP, which for those who don't know, that was a survival multiplayer we did on Minecraft with a few other wonderful people who may even be in chat right now. So that's going to be the way we're going to start the evening. But do not fear. The next section in that is immediately afterwards. We will be jumping into the competition. How does this work? There has been a lot of ways that I thought that we could do this. However, I thought that the simplest was going to be the best. The way it's going to work is very simple. We're going to go through all of the submissions. We're going to talk about them. We're going to compliment them. And we're going to keep this a very civil and very, well, how can I say this? A normal Raz stream. We're going to have fun. We're going to do everything in our power to be productive in whatever we say. And at minimum, we're going to make sure that you guys know that making art is really fucking cool. But besides that, the way to work is that we will do a poll and the community will decide. I have wrangled a little bit about how we were going to do the polling, but the Twitch stream and the YouTube stream both have their own independent viewership. So I have decided, since this is indeed a community event, this is an opportunity for me to be a meanie butt head and point you to the Discord. But we are going to be running the poll in the Discord. If you cannot vote in the Discord, do not fear. That is okay. However, I want to make it very clear that the reason why we're doing this, as opposed to doing it on YouTube or on Twitch side or on both sides, is because of the fact that I want to make sure that there's fair play, because there is actually a grand prize of 50 United States dollars on the line for first place, $25 for second place, and $10 for third. Now, there are 5 submissions, but for the first annual competition, I'm grateful to even receive 1. And I have purposely made sure not to look at any of the submissions too hard, but oh my gosh, you guys are insane. Now, for those who are wondering, what were the conditions for doing the art competition? Well, you had to do a few things. The first thing was it had to be a new piece. You couldn't take something that you made before and submit it, which is one of the reasons why there are probably so few submissions, because I also understand bad timing on Raz's part. Haven't been in school for a while. I apologize for everyone who is in finals or has completed finals, but also, well done, you did it. But besides that bad timing aside, the good news is that we are here, we're ready, and honestly, I'm very excited. I'm a bit scared. It's the first time I've ever done something like this where we have like a lot on the line, I guess you could say. But like I said, the worst thing you can expect tonight is walking out feeling prideful and happy at knowing that you made incredible art. And speaking of, did it have to be fan art? No, it did not have to be fan art. The whole purpose of it was to create more art. And not only that, but you could do it on anything you want. We have people who did art on a completely different thing. We have different mediums. I mean, there's a bunch of things to look forward to. But I think that the way we're going to start the evening here is welcoming everyone in. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday or Saturday, depending on your time zone. If you are here as a chatter or a lurker or a VOD watcher, welcome in. It's good to see you. But welcome in, Bear. Congratulations on getting first 71 times. And also, thank you for the 12-month Tier 3 subscription. Insane. Thank you for bankrolling the channel. Amazing as always. You guys have been supporting the channel for so long. It is very humbling. I never really know what the right word to say is, but I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome in Silky for getting second. Womp Womp almost got it. Welcome in Zoo for getting third. Also, Zoo is a competition entry, so look out for them. But welcome in Next Door. Also, we will be watching your video. Don't worry. I saw the first little bit, and all I can say is fish, fish, fish. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't watched the video. Hopefully it'll make sense. But welcome in Elliot. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in Naz. Welcome in, let's see. Hi, Cloud. How are you? Hi, Soma. Hi, Seno. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Hi, Bear. Hi, Zoo. I think I'm oh, wait. Am I missing anyone? I hope I'm not. Hi, Obnoxious. Raz sending us with a hi bye. No. You see, technical problems is just my specialty. I closed out the wrong window. A little late, but hi. Yippee. Boy. I think Wubby may be jiggling. Damn right, he may be jiggling. Guess who this is? Dakota Thrift. I think you're Dakota Thrift. I think you're Dakota Thrift. I feel like I'm in class. Okay, that was all off the cuff, okay? So that wasn't like, I don't know. Although it will be a slideshow insofar as showing some fish. Civil? Absolutely. How democratic? I mean, admittedly, this is a community event, so like, if it was like, no, I choose what I want, like, that's kind of messed up. This is Abby. I forgot my phone at the house, so I'm using my sister's phone. Ooh! Amazing. Fish. If there's any Gargura fans in chat, 07. But tonight, I shall give you happiness and joy by showing art, and I think that will be great. Not slideshow? Nah. How else am I supposed to do it? Like, jump into my shoes. Like, how else am I supposed to show off art? You know? How else am I supposed to do it? But before we do that, I think we need to set the stage on another reason why I love doing streaming and why I love everything that comes with it. First and foremost, let's be honest here. The only reason I'm able to do this competition in the first place is because of you guys. Because of you guys being able to not only support the channel with subscriptions or bits or whatever the case is, if you watch ads, if you hear it all, you financially support the channel in way more instances than you think. And that is just a byproduct, just what you guys naturally like do. And it's amazing, and I love it because it enables us to do stuff like this. So, I want to say thank you guys for the support. I don't want your stinky shoes. Interesting. Sometimes I read chat and I knock myself out of it. Point is that streaming has enabled me to do a lot of cool things, and tonight is probably one of the many things I've done that has been enabled by you guys. So we're able to take what is already incredible artwork that everyone in the community can already create, but also we're rewarding artists for that effort. So I think it's going to be a really fun time. Speaking of, we do have a video by ours truly, Yuri, on, I believe their screen name on YouTube is, yeah, Yuri on YouTube, but in chat, it's Next Door. Now, let me see if I set this scene up correctly. Watch this. If I set this up, it's going to be so good. Watch this. Nope. It's the wrong window. What is going on here? I'm losing my mind. Let's see. Did it work? Yay, there we go. We did it. So, if you're curious, what we're watching here is, well, a Steph MP animatic. For those who don't know, an animatic is a series of a lot of hard work. You know, I'm not gonna over-explain it because I think it'll overdo it. But I think what's important to note is that not only has this been a project that's been in the work for a pretty long time, I think I can say, but it is a work of absolute love and is in its own right absolute art. So I think what we're gonna do is, hey, cut the music. See how cool that sounds? Sounds like I have like someone in the background like doing the mixing when it's just me hitting the button. But we're gonna start out by watching probably something that I'm really gonna be excited for, which is animatics are animations with less frames. True, but like there's a lot more. Like I feel like if you give the actual definition of it, I feel like it's a little bit diminutive, you know? It's a little bit like it doesn't like give it the full thing. Cause oh my god, animatics are so good. I'm watching DJ watch it right now. You know what? Hey, sometimes the programming, sometimes it lines up. You need to have DJ stream up and my stream at the same time and listen to it and let the brain rot consume. It took me 2 months. That is an understatement for the amount of time and effort that Next Door, well, Yuri, I'm just going to say Yuri because obviously this is their channel, has put into this. And this is probably, I saw the first little bit and I want you guys to know, you guys probably can't see it very well, but it's 11 minutes long. which is, to say the least, a pretty incredible thing. Oh, hold on. It's not wanting to work with me. Why is it not what? There we go. You know what's funny? I set this all up before the stream. Not working anymore. Sounds like a Raz stream. But without further ado, I think we're just gonna jump right into it. I think this is the first time I've done React in like 2025 after the Razathon. I'm excited. The music.
Attention!
Yes.
Please take your seats.
Get over here.
Take your seats.
I'll take my seat. I'll take my seat.
Switch my
You're late. You're late to class. I know I'm late.
Hey!
I know I'm late.
Hey, quiet down! Quiet down!
Yes, master.
Ew, I don't know nothing like that.
Yes, I was throwing him under the bus.
I forgot how chaotic the start
Okay.
was.
I just want to start off. Y'all are not quiet. Okay, I just want to start off and say, for anyone that doesn't already know me, I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
I'm a little short girl. I'm the name of the SMP. Crazy, I know. So to kind of get into my actual speech, I never really thought I would be able to like meet and make such a fun group of people to put in to like something like this. So I just want to say thank you to you all for being here with me today.
This is so cool.
And joining in whenever I came up to you with my crazy stupid idea. But also thank you to everyone that's deciding to tune in on streams tonight. But yes, we will be
My
starting
ADHD
this
is
off.
pleased.
We'll have some introductions. And how do we want to order this?
Can you hear how like stressed out Steph is?
First.
Oh no.
All right,
I volunteer as
Raz is up
tribute.
first.
I volunteer as tribute. Hold on. Oh, thank you for the dandelion. I always knew I was handsome. Ow! Who did it? Who did it? Okay.
I'm gonna give-
I see what it is. Plastic chairs. So it really did look like plastic chairs.
I think Raz just got choked.
By the way, that was not a bit. I actually choked on my own spit. Anyway, hey guys. So I'll start off the introductions. I'm Raz. I'm fortunately Womp Womp a VTuber JK. I love that thumbnail, by the way.
Steph
just randomly. And Steph was like, hey, I want to do a survival multiplayer and I want to get a bunch of really funny and talented people together to have a lot of fun. And I was like, all right, sounds good to me. So what ended up happening is that basically over a small course of not even a month, we got everyone that you see here in front of us together. Yeah, it was like half a month, I think. We are going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing all the bits, all the fun stuff, and everything in between. And I'm looking forward to our ultimate goal, which for me has always been killing the Ender Dragon. That's always been my goal. I want to kill
Gender Dragon, sorry.
There's no reason for it. I just want to. But anyway, I stream, I do variety, blah, blah, blah. Well, you guys know that. But I want to say thank you for inviting me to the SMP. Thank you for being here. And I'm looking forward to making a bunch of fun times, fun memory. Who laughed?
I left in my chat. I'm sorry.
What did they say? What did they say? What did they say? What happened? Anyway, yeah, that's my introduction. Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to it. By the way,
You put so much effort into this. Oh my
whoever
gosh.
hit me on the right side, I'm coming for you.
It was
Get
GG?
your butt up there.
Oh,
great.
I'll go last.
I'll go.
JG's going then.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
Hello, everybody. My name is JGMT2323. I love Miku.
I think that was it, right? I think that was his entire intro. He was like, I'm not a streamer. I just...
Can we blow up this guy right here?
I just had a tomato to throw.
Oh my, being bullied already? Dang.
Yes.
My
Your
chat-
pitch was, I love Miku, of course. What do you expect?
Miku, I love you.
I love you too, random person.
Can you hear him nervous clicking? Because he doesn't know what to do because he's nervous. The click, click, click.
I did buy the
That
full
is
skin.
Miku, guys.
But yeah, I just do a
Oh my
variety of
god,
games.
you put so
mostly
much
Wua.
work into this, Yuri. Oh my
But,
god.
hopefully, I'm planning on doing more games than just Wua. So yeah.
Who's
Didn't I
going?
punch Silky up because I thought it would be
Silky
funny?
told me that she wants to go next.
Teacher.
Okay, Silky can do it. Silky
Sorry.
works for me.
Sorry, Silky.
I'm silky.
The best introduction is just fish. Fish.
It's your turn.
Fish.
Oh, my turn. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm Rail Gaming TT. I like Tito. I rebranded like twice, but I'm settling on Rails, so I'm currently the smallest streamer. So I hope everybody grow.
+2 on.
Oh yeah, my goal. I plan to get a Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, it's gonna be a mini phases. Okay, mini phases. Probably like 3. I am going to solve world hunger first.
Boo. Oh wait, do we clap for that or boo?
You are a bad person.
Everyone's like, wait, do we? Can we laugh at this?
Yeah, this feels about right.
Rel's mic was so quiet. Now Cal's is loud. And it was raining too.
Okay.
+2 on making Stebio the smallest.
Moving past that, my name is Cal Coolum. I am an adventurer turned physics tutor in the modern.
Wait, have I been saying Cal's last name wrong the entire time? I've been saying Coulomb. It's Coulomb. Coulomb, isn't it? Like, it's not Coulomb. It's Coulomb. Hold on.
My name is Cal Coolum. I am an adventurer turned physics tutor in the modern age. I am an elf, as you can tell by my pointy ears, and that makes me better than everyone else. Everyone knows that pointy-eared characters are the best.
Okay, hold on a second. We have to judge. This is a little bit. We have to see. Who did you choose?
Pointy-eared character.
Okay. Yoda? You put Yoda? Yeah, I don't know who that is right there. I think that's Link right now. That's Zelda. That's free rent. Okay. I'm gonna say this, Yuri. +2. I forgot. That's Drax, right? Oh god. Oh my god. That's from the it's from Vox Machina. There we go. And then what? The Goblet? Anyway, I think Grimmsnarl, honestly, I don't know. I think you're I feel like you were just like, go. Oh, hi, Legacy.
Characters are the best.
My
goal
though.
for this SMP is to make my friends fight each other to the death for my entertainment.
All these promises have come true, I believe.
Yes, exactly.
Listen to mom.
Oh. Okay. Don't call me your mother. That's weird. On that note, DJ.
Okay, I saw this coming. Alright, hello everyone.
Bro, stand on the podium.
Nah. Alright, hello
Wait,
everyone.
hold on a moment. Hold on. I caught something.
Hello everyone.
I was right. I was like looking at like everyone in the corner. I was like, I saw Stebio, I saw Cal, I saw Steph. I was like, wait a second, what did you use for me? Oh, you just used Raztavi.
Everyone.
Bro, stand on the podium.
Nah. Alright, hello everyone. I am
DJ just says
Richard,
no.
21, also known as, you guys could simply call me DJ because I'm not a real DJ. I am the only flesh tuber that is currently here, and I am a variety streamer. And unfortunately, y'all know me mostly from my Pokemon, which is the one thing I'm trying to debrand myself away from. But sorry,
isn't he playing Pokemon tonight?
SMP is to make Dark Hood my lover. That's right, Hood.
Oh,
I have a partner. Yeah! I have a partner.
Polyamory.
And I'm right here.
All right.
I mean, we always knew.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Foo, cool as a cucumber.
Have I ever? That's a good idea. Is it my turn? Do I get to go speak my truths? Yippee! Oh.
We were all like, what the hell is going on with you? You okay?
Hello, fellow peons. I am here to join the server, and my name is Futacular. I want to say Steph's first ever DM to me was Wumpus Hello. The second ever was, want to join my server? At that moment, the singular thought went through my head. Yes, I want to join a Minecraft server. And then it was followed by, I'm a bartender, first and foremost, so I will bring the greatest of potions to this server. I will travel
And he
far
did.
wide to select the rarest of ingredients.
Man, Foo saved our ass on that one with the villager hub. Oh my gosh.
I'm happy to join you all as potion seller Foo.
By the way, I feel like we did Foo a bit dirty there because we didn't say anything. like when you cut over to us just sitting in the thing, like that's what we were doing. Like I feel like I was like, oh, I feel bad now. I feel like I should have like said something. I mean, I will say like Foo's pitch to us was like, hey, I'm gonna make potions and I'm going to like be amazing. And we're like, okay, fair enough. You actually were. Foo had us muted? Oh, well, I mean, whenever you see Foo, you just sit down. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I was in his spot and I moved.
What do you mean you were in my spot?
Hood, it's your turn.
So, okay.
Hey, Hood, it's your turn.
What about the part on stage? That was there when I got there.
Why is there so much pee?
So how'd your Wordle go?
For those who don't know, the Wordle is a little bit of if you're one of the streamers, like you were there firsthand. But what happened is someone was having a very genuinely difficult time. It was telling us about it, and we were like, you know, just making sure they're okay and all that stuff. Now, recently at that time, Hood had been posting the Wordle every day. He did not realize what was going on in the chat. So we're all having this very serious and very, how do I say this? Like very genuine conversation. And Hood just posted the Wordle in the entire server and didn't come back until like 30 minutes later. And then he went, oh shit, because we're in the middle of like talking through very serious stuff. It's just like, I got 5 out of 6 on my Wordle. He needs that as his profile picture.
Anyway, hi, I'm Darkhood, variety streamer. I play a lot of retro games, quote unquote retro. I say, yeah. I'm a little demon guy.
We all go head empty.
Y'all don't know this, but I just got balded on stream. Lovely. Thanks
The
for
natural
that.
progression.
Thanks for that. I too have pointy ears, so please do not throw me in the gauntlet.
You got thrown on the gauntlet.
My goal is to I'm gonna pick flowers. That's
So
it.
lovely for a demon.
I know.
Silky in the background was the only one that had a positive reception. She was like, "Aw, you can hear it.
Well,
you can hear it."
I was promised Choco Tacos, and there's none here, so.
Well, then
I promised you that.
No.
Kirby.
It's my time.
Kirby B. Kirby had wait. My timing is all fucked up. Was it Kirby's birthday today or yesterday? I think it was today. Happy birthday, Kirby, if you're here.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. So today is my tonight
Today?
is my
Okay.
rebrand, and I'm very happy that
That's
we get
right.
to start the SMP off of my rebrand. Very happy about that. Very excited. What happened? What happened? What happened? My fault. My fault. I'm very happy that I get to celebrate my rebrand and then also the start of the SMP with all you guys. I was very anxious about making connections in streaming.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I was gonna just let that by, but I was like, I want to read this. One of my favorite parts about animatics is the fact that like if you pause, you can get so much. Create 4 groups of 4: DJ, Hood, Foo, Cal, Raz, JG, Rel, Ronnie, Fergie. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't Fergie hit affiliate recently? Marie, Cray, Silky, Stebio, Steph, Jupiter, Coffin. Let's go. Hood bullying on the next level. I know, right?
Streaming.
Yeah, it's
early.
early.
I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't know how to approach it, and then I raided Raz like two whole times over the span of like 3 months, and then he was like, "Get over here," and he picked me up by my neck like a cat, and I was kind of just.
You at least make me seem a little bit better than like. Yes, thank you, old Raz.
Yeah.
Thank you, past Raz. Thank you for saying what I was thinking.
That's right. Prince, actually.
I wonder if his speech is also going to be short. Sorry. I was mixing the audio and you missed
That's
it.
right. Prince, actually.
I wonder if his speech is also gonna be short.
Mr. Stinky.
Well,
That one actually got under his skin too.
Hot BO.
Hot BO.
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stevio. I was invited to this server for no particular reason, but I'm going to make it everybody's problem. One thing you need to know about me, I am a fan of money. So my main goal is to establish... is to establish late-stage capitalism on this server.
That is beautiful. Hold on. What are my recommendations? I've gotten Schlatt, I've gotten Ash again, I've gotten Supreme Commander, and Shane Top. This is an example of what happens. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Wait, no, I hit the right one. This is an example of what happens when you have someone extremely talented put time, blood, and sweat into something. And I'm so grateful that Yuri sent this to us. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to post the link to the video in here. So if you would like to watch it at your own leisure or pause and look at certain moments, you can. But please consider, and also please look at the video itself. Please give it a like. I did. I also subscribed. I am very much so supportive here. So I do want to say, please make sure that you support on whatever sort of platform you would like to. And that was insanely impressive. There's a lot of stuff that, like, I know behind the scenes. Like, we were all very, very scared because none of us had ever done anything so grand as start an SMP, right? Like, you know, like, I remember working with Stebio to get the server up and running because we had, like, a free server solution, but it was bad. So we all pitched in together and we set up the server and, you know, we had no problem with it the entire time. And that intro is kind of just a perfect caricature. I think everyone ended up, like, doing everything they said they were going to do. Like, you know, like, Rel solves the world. Like, literally the entire SMP, I was going to Rel's place to get, like, carrots for golden carrots. It was insane. It was incredible. That was why you didn't participate in the contest. I was on a motivational streak that I needed to bleed dry before I lost it. 100% understand. 100%. No competition is worth winning when you have something like a winning, like, horse like that, you know? And I wanted to start the competition out that way because that really encapsulates why I'm doing it. It may seem like a little bit of a flow break from a streamer perspective, but the reason I did that is because, one, I wanted to watch it. I didn't want to wait. Two, a competition, and especially a celebration that's a competition, is all about showing what the community is. I am nothing without you guys. And you guys know that. You just don't, you know, it needs to be brought to your mind every now and again. Without you guys being here and supporting the stream, whether it be online, offline, or in between, the fact is that without you guys, I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm just here. But because of you guys, we're able to have what is essentially an immortalized video of the entire Steph MP's intro in an animatic format. I mean, there were so many little tidbits and a little bit of Easter eggs in there, and there was so much attention to detail and just absolute love that it really was, in my opinion, like, I think the perfect encapsulation of what the entire soul and essence of the art celebration competition is. It's to take people who are extremely talented, put them together merely because me as the proxy, as the streamer, and allow them to create something beautiful. And I remember reading the Twitter post where, you know, next door Yuri was like, you know, I've spent a lot of time on this. This is like a work of love. And I'm not going to lie to you. I see it. You don't even need to tell me that. Like, there's so much effort that goes into it. And in a lot of ways, animatics aren't really seen very often. So it's a really nice thing to show it, you know, because it's not like a, you know, it's not like you have to spend a year and a half to do like half a minute or like half a second of like animation for like an anime. But with animatics, you're able to express the same things you want to express with, well, obviously you need to put a whole ton of effort. I mean, citation. Yuri was literally like, yeah, it took me like 2 months. And that was like, I mean, incredible. I mean, it's just unimaginable happenstance that you were able to finish it today and get it ready to get posted. So because of that, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you. Second most, this is what community is about. Community is about bringing people together to have fun, do cool shit, and in this case, like everything else, being able to permanently memorialize it. If anyone missed the beginning of the Steph MP and they don't want to watch the debut stream, we have a video that you can watch. You give us so much praise, Raz. I think I die on receiving them personally. Well, the thing is that I think it's really important that in today's day and age, we don't hear what people really need to hear, which is the brute sincerity. Hi, Ronnie. But, you know, videos like that, like, I don't know how much time Yuri spent on that, But the fact is, it took 2 months for it to come to completion. That was a 12-minute video. 12 minutes. It's insane the amount of effort and time and care you put into that. And that's exactly what I'm talking about why I'm doing this competition. It's to allow the people who have this energy, that passion, and that skill to put it into a, direct you into something to give you the opportunity to shine. And that is a great example. Except instead of it being a video, it's going to be in art, where basically, for those who don't know, art is very much so about putting yourself on that canvas. Doesn't matter if it's a real canvas or one on Krita or one on whatever. It doesn't matter. The fact is that you're putting your heart and soul on there. I looked at yours, realized I couldn't finish it, and then looked at JG's right after yours and realized I could also finish it. Ooh, see, that's the thing. That's why I love it so much. And I think that is a perfect encapsulation of why I love streaming so much. This is exactly why I love doing it. I love streaming just because of the actual action and the medium itself. But stuff like this, I'm never going to forget this, right? Like, this is stuff that's going to stay with me forever, no matter what. Because it's the small things that, well, they're not small, they're massive things, but it's the small things that really, really stick with you sometimes. And just the thought that Yuri had where it's like, you know what? I want to immortalize this. I want to take the introduction of the members for this Stephanie MP, and I want to immortalize that in an animatic. Like, that's just a small thought that turned into something this beautiful. And I think that's also, like I said, another part of the soul is I said, hey, here is an incentive, which is the prizes of the competition. Make some cool art. And guess what? You don't need to have it be about me. We have people who did things about other VTubers. We had people who did things about architecture, for example. We have people who did all these different things. And that's it. Hope you know that's not the only one. What? I accidentally refreshed the page and it scared me. I like that little tease there. That's beautiful. However, it has been about 40 minutes, so I will say that's kind of my bad, but I think it's about time we start the competition. So again, for those of you who were watching the video and kind of forgot my whole spiel there, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to be showing the 5 submissions that we have in the Discord. I'm going to be showing it on stream. The way voting will work is very simple. After we go through all 5 of the submissions and I talk about it, we're going to end up doing a poll where you will be able to choose the first, second, and third place. And then after that, we will, of course, have the end of the competition. However, it's not over just yet because we also have a portion of it that will be showing your art. So this one is a very unrestricted, it's not part of the competition, but it is just like, hey, like, I have something I made I want to show off. So another reason, another beautiful thing is just like showing off cool stuff. And I get to talk about things that I really enjoy and get to look at. It's funny because when you announced an art competition, I knew that I could not join because of obligations, but my mind began to run a lot of ideas for paintings. I really want to try one of the ideas now. That was the purpose. That was the entire point of the competition. Even if no one submitted to the competition and I was like, hey guys, like, guess we're just going to cancel it and shelve it for another time. The whole point of it was that I wanted to stimulate your mind into creating. I wanted you to think of, well, if I were going to submit for this competition, what would I do? Maybe it would spark some sort of new creativity. Maybe it would start something different. Maybe it would do something completely different and new. And that's what I wanted to do. And I saw a lot of people who have submitted for the competition who have done more stuff and everything in between. And really, that's the whole point. The money is just there to really, you know, make it a proper competition, right? But the thing is that the actual reason I did this was because, one, I get to reward you guys. I get to unrelentingly compliment you guys, and you can't say no to it. And also, it's fun. Why not? Let me take a little bit of a hydration here. Artistic people are so cool. Yeah, I mean, I like art and stuff. I just can't do it because I don't want to put the time and effort into it. It's not that I can't. I've definitely, like, done some cool stuff, but I can't do it realistically in the sense of, like, I can't put that time in because I don't want to, you know? Again, I can't wait to see the artwork. Oh, I am too. I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe I set it up. Now, for those of you who are on YouTube, it seems like we have a pretty quiet chat tonight, which is good because that means that it won't affect you guys too much. But I am going to be removing the display for the YouTube chat. So if you're typing in chat and you're wondering, why is my chat not showing on the screen? It's because I've disabled it for how I'm going to show the actual competition. So let me go ahead and start up with the very first submission. So again, the way this is going to work is we're going to be showing the pieces one by one, and we're going to go basically in order of how my OBS has it set up. And what we'll do is we'll just talk about the art. And of course, if you're curious, like, well, hold on, like, I want to see a higher resolution, or I want to look at this in my own stead. If you join the Discord, or if you're in the Discord, please navigate to the competition submissions, and you should be able to see them. So without further ado, I think it's worthwhile that we begin. Are you guys ready for the competition? So again, just to remind you guys, what is at stake for the competitors? At stake is the grand prize of $50 USD, $50. Second place is a $25 USD prize, and third place is a $10 USD. So we're gonna get into it. I hope that the competitors are ready. And by the way, for those who are like, oh well, I can't. I'm watching the VOD, or I don't know what happens. Don't worry. This is a competition. You one of the things is that you don't have to be here, because I know that right now, if I'm thinking, it's like if you're in the UK right now, it's like 2 a.m. It's like you go night. The whole point of the stream is to celebrate. So I don't want to keep you up, right? But again, good luck to everyone. And I think we'll just begin. We'll get right on the go here. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and check this out, and let me double check and make sure. I believe that they're all nice and set up. Let me make sure. Okay, there we go. So this is the first submission. This is done by Abby, our very first person on the, I guess you could say, the metaphorical competition block. And let me just say, before we go any further, I want you guys to know that it is so cool to see that there were not only just people who did digital art, but physical art as well. And when I saw this, I was like, this is cool. Because one of the things that always fascinates me, and I believe, I don't know, because keep in mind, I am not an artist. What I noticed was, oh, hold on, let me, I forgot to do this. Whoopsie, hold on, I forgot to do this. This is Abby. Actually, Abby hasn't typed in chat, so I can't get the full name, but this is Abby. This is Abby. We're going to go ahead and put Abby's name up here. So everyone's like, oh, who submitted? There we go. But let's just start from the beginning. I missed all of that. I just came back. Hi, Abby. Welcome in. We are starting off with your piece. Welcome in. We just began. I saw the work in progress of these. It was so cool. I know. So I don't know if this is, I think it's oil, maybe? But the first thing that I want to point out is that we can obviously see what the vision is. But when I saw this, I thought of a piece, and I don't know what it's called, but it reminds me, it was an oil painting that was done in a way where it was like night at dusk, and there were guys inside of a like 1950s type of bar / restaurant thing, and it was at night. And I really got that vibe from it, because it was one of those things where there's a lot of detail in not just the actual work itself, but also like what it's supposed to elicit. So like, for example, like if you look at the cobblestone road, which I believe that's what it's supposed to be. And if I'm wrong, please correct me, because keep in mind, my eyes are not that great. But if you look at the road there, you can see that there's a lot of painstaking effort to get it to look like a cobblestone road. And from the moment you look at it, you're like, okay, this is a road, or this is like a town square. This is something that's in a urban sort of environment. In the background, you can see, oh, hold on, where's my, no, did I lose it? Oh, I did. I forgot to get my pointer. Hold on. You know what? We can fix this. We can fix this. Pointer, finger, PNG. I feel like it's better to show stuff rather than that. Hold on. You know? This is incredible. This is great. This is actually kind of nutty how funny this is. It's always something. You know what's funny? Yeah, Scuff. Welcome to Scuff. But then again, this is also just how it goes. Where is it? Hold on. Pointer, finger, PNG, Google. There we go. I think this will work. Let's see. Intermission time? No. You know what? Screw it. No pointer finger. You guys have eyes, right? So again, if you want to look at the full picture there, please look in the Discord. It's in there. But I do want to say as well that, you know, drawing attention away from the outside, which is obviously not really the main focus of the piece, but the reason I'm going this approach is because everyone's going to notice the obvious features of the piece first. They're going to see the colors of the vines. They're going to see the details on the door. They're going to see that. And the fact is that you're not going to look at the things like, for example, the simplicity of the cobblestone. You're not going to look at the stone path where you have the, I forgot what it's called, but like that, like, not sand, but it's an Italian type of walking and stuff. Yeah, that took me the least amount of time. See, yeah, it may take the least amount of time, but without it, it would be missing something. If you look at the building, you can see not only the I guess it's, what is it called, like a portcullis, but the door that leads into it It has a lot of different colors going on. You can see blue, you can see gold, you can see yellow, you can see obviously the brown of the door, you can see the blue of the flowers, the yellow, the stem. There's just a lot of things going on there. Did you notice the cat on top of the raspberry stand? Oh, there is a cat. Yeah, I need my pointer finger. Hold on. You know what's funny? Is that whenever I do these streams, I'm like, oh, I make sure all the submissions are in, everything like that. But the one thing I actually need, the one thing that's very helpful to stream, I don't have. You know what? That's okay. I can fix this. I can fix this, all right? This is how good I am. I can fix this. File, save, desktop. You guys don't know how crazy good I am at streaming. This is how good I am, okay? Oh, man. I want to see what happens if I just load it in as is. Hey, guys, it's over. You know what? Just because it's so stupid and so funny, I'm going to use this. This is going to be our pointer finger. This is this is going to be our pointer finger for tonight. This is perfection. This is, hey Raz, you screwed up and forgot a key essential part of the stream. How about you get like professional? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go with old pointer finger, okay? And you know what? I can fix this. I can actually crop it to where it looks pretty good. We're going to go with that. See, this is called how to be a professional streamer, guys. This is how it goes. It's mint. You get it. You get it. And the crown on his back, take a fat guess who that is. Ooh. Look at that. For those who are like, well, where's the cat? You can see it right there. You can see that it's very clearly indented by a darker color of the brown. Oh, I love this. This is why I want to do this competition. I wanted to let people get in here and submit stuff, reward them, but also let me look at art. It's been such a long time since I've gone to like a proper art show or an art museum or something, and just seeing cool stuff is incredible. Justice for my man Pointer Turtle who perished on combat. Oh my God, Cloud, you're right. Wait, do I still have it? I wonder. For those who don't know, in the very beginning of streaming, I had a turtle that I used as a, oh my gosh, as a pointer finger. I wonder. There's somebody, oh my gosh, this is so, I'm looking at old stuff. I don't have it, I think. Ah, damn it. Ah, we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. Save the pointer finger for future competitions. I'll save the turtle. I'll save the turtle. I agree, next door. I agree. Justice for my man. He got swept away. He swept away. But, you know, let's focus on the actual big parts of this piece. What is the things that you really want to, you know, keep your attention to? So let's just keep it simple. There is a beautiful use of what evicts to me like an Italian type of, like suburban area, which by the way, shout out Pope, you know, congratulations, welcome in. But also you can see like the line work. It's nice, it's simple, but it's elegant. There's something that's really nice about having architecture work that's simple. I can't believe you picked me first, Eek. Well, I will admit, technically speaking, I didn't do it. I selected all the photos and then it jumbled it up in the slideshow. So OBS chose you. No, I did. That makes me sound cooler, right? But again, you know, let's take a minute to pointer finger aside. You can see, actually, I need the pointer finger. You can see that the vines here on the left side gives a really nice accent. It shows there's a bit of a dichotomy where you have polar opposites, basically, of you have a very generic, simple, maybe clay, maybe perhaps some sort of like, I don't know, what is it called? Like the fascia plates or whatever. Very simple. There's greenery there, but it's nowhere near as extravagant. And then you have what is basically this, yeah, plaster, you're right. The finger's taking me out, sorry. Hey, what can I say? Welcome to a Raz stream, okay? But then we have, at the top, we have a beautiful viewing port, and I can only imagine that this is like overlooking like an Italian vista, right? Where there's like a dock and there's a guy with a fisher. It reminds me of, I know this is really cringe, but it reminds me of Bruno. I watched that movie once, and now every time I see something Italian, I think of Bruno where the guy is carrying like the cart of fish. And I'm thinking like, this is the house that they wish they could live in, you know? It's beautiful. I took inspiration off of many houses off of Pinterest. I can see the influences because this isn't a strictly Italian house, but at the same time, like you can see the influences too. You have a lot of greenery. You have like this, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Spanish, where they have like a lot of lines in the wall to give like contrast, I think it was. Also, I did everything besides the yellow on the house and the roof in 3 hours. 3 hours. See, that's incredible. You don't need to spend years working on something. You can do something incredible in just 3 hours. Like, for example, art takes time. Whether it takes 3 hours, 3 months, or 3 minutes, you still have to be able to do it. And I think that this is a very strong contender, because if you look at it, you see, you know, like, I'm pretty, okay, showing my card a little bit. I love architecture, even though I'm bad at it. And I really love, like, this is my vibe. I love the little chimney at the top. It's very homey. It reminds me of, like, there's like a fireplace thing going all the way down to the hearth in the house. You've got, you know, this like granite type of wall column going up to the roof. You've got wood everywhere. It's a great accent. It kind of reminds me of like the house that I did on the Steph MP, where there's a mix of modernity as well as a simplicity with medieval architecture. And something like this, just, it's cozy. It's like, I want to go in here. I want to have like carbonara in here. I want to have like, I don't know, I want to talk to an Italian grandpa here. Like, there's just so much here. It made your back hurt, but I was really busy and wanted to enter the contest, so I just locked in. And it's beautiful. I think this is incredible. I mean, does anyone have anything else positive to say that I missed? Because there, oh, also the shading, for example, like you have a little bit of pink here, but there's like, it's showing the age of the building, right? Because if it was a solid color, it would be new, right? But this was also, this isn't an oil, this is an acrylic, I believe. So acrylics, for those who don't know, if I'm not mistaken, I've only done watercolor and a little bit of oil. So I have no leg to stand on here, but let's pretend I do. I believe that acrylic is substantially more difficult because the actual medium, the ink that you work with, the acrylic paint you work with, is actually really difficult to manipulate into very fine, minute spaces. So honestly, any physical paint sounds very difficult. Great stuff here. See, that's what I think too. And when you add on to the fact that acrylic is also a very difficult thing as well, on top of the fact that the medium itself is in the physical manner, where, you know, you aren't able to really zoom in necessarily. You aren't really able to get some of the, I guess you could say, quote unquote, privileges of digital art. It dries super fast. Yeah, so if you make a mistake, you have to roll with it. And I bet that if you put acrylic on there and you try to blend it, it gets really difficult, which is in and upon itself already a pain. I really enjoy the choice of colors. I agree too. I love the pink to the yellow to the I guess like staccato type color, I believe. And just, yeah, the pastel-y, the arrays of hues. Yeah, like this is a place like you want to pull up a chair or like sit out front and like talk, you know, like this is a beautiful piece. And I just want to say that first and foremost, thank you for being the first person on the competition. Thank you for being vulnerable enough to not only create art, but also share it, because this is incredible. I love architecture. And again, we can see the artist mark up in the top right corner. We love when people and artists particularly sign their own work. Please, your artwork needs an author, and it's you. Put your name on it. You got me kicking my feet in a restaurant. This is just you doing art. Like I said, this is my favorite day because I get to be unrelenting in my compliments, while also at the exact same time, you guys aren't able to say anything. Like, no, Raz, no, I know. But I think I can't think of anything necessarily off the top of my head. Oh no, one last thing. The flowers on the top, I love, like, I actually have seen buildings in real life that have this type of, there's flowery embroidery, like not pastel, but like flowers, kind of like, think like a Spanish, like, kind of like Spanish villa type vibe, like quasi-Italian. Like they have this on the, not the gutters, but like the end plates of the roof. And it's such a beautiful and small detail that you miss unless you're looking for it. And I would have missed it too if I wasn't like just taking a second time. Mosaics, there you go. Thank you, Zoo. Serenade types. Yeah. Like this is a very like medieval romantic, but modernized. And yeah, isn't it so neat? And this is the first piece of the competition. This is Abby, which I guess we could call it. Is there, because again, we're going to be doing a poll on this. Is there a name that you have for the piece, for example, Abby? I'm thinking like, actually my names are terrible, but like, you know, I'm going to be doing a, like a poll, like, would you like to name the piece? You know, would you like to, for example, say, it's the Italian Villa or something? My brain is bad. Also, hi, Gray, welcome in. The blue glaze on the top makes me think of Portugal or Maghreb. Very cool. You're right. Maybe I was thinking Portuguese rather than Spanish. So that's why I got caught up on it. I'll send my inspo in Discord later for anyone. Yeah, definitely do that. It's called a walk down. You know what? I'm going to write that down. All right. That's what we're going to name the piece. Walk Down Magnolia Street by Abby. And look at that. I also hoodwinked you under the guise of saying, oh, I need this for the poll. I made you name your piece. Ambitious piece. Ambitiously beautiful. Damn right. I will say, like, it's so good. Like, keep in mind, the only reason that I'm able to look at this is because of the fact that you submitted it. So again, thank you. I really do appreciate you guys. And also the pointer finger is S tier, okay? I don't want to hear any sort of, any sort of, what do they call it? Objections. There we go. But I think without further ado, we're going to be moving on to our second piece. Is there anyone that has anything else they'd like me to add or anything that I missed? Abby, is there anything that you want me to point out on the piece that I missed or something that you feel is very important to draw attention to? Because I don't want to move on unless we have made sure that we have talked about every single piece of it. And keep in mind, if I do miss stuff, it's definitely, in my opinion, for sure, just a mistake on my part for missing it. So if you see like, oh, there's something really important, like if there's a theme that I missed, please let me know. Because again, we are trying to celebrate your art. A tier for sure. I need to do this more often. This is more fun. This is fun. I like this. But again, that has been a walk down Magnolia Street by Abby. Again, thank you, Abby, for submitting. Let us go to the second piece. And the second piece, I believe, no, just Lord Byron on the stand. Oh, hold on. I forgot to put my thing in streamer mode. Whoopsie. Professional stream. Why is it that whenever I try to do events, I'm so scuffed, but every other stream is like pitch perfect? What is wrong with me, guys? I need help. I need help. Just the Byron had to remind me why I submitted. Oh, Lord Byron. If you guys are ever doing fan art or anything like that you have to do with me, like let me know and I will send you reference images if I can, like for sure. I want to help you guys make cool stuff. And Lord Byron in the corner. Look at this little man. Lord Byron just chilling out, getting raspberries for us. Stage anxiety for real. Amazing. Amazing. That's the best thing though. Maybe this helps out a little bit with it, right? But without further ado, we move on to the second submission of 5 of the competition, which is a very, wow. This is a submission by the great Annie Q. I wonder, wait, did I get it right the first time? Let's see. It's truncating the names. Annie Q. Yes, I got it right the first time. Anyway, this is a me likey. Yeah, so this is a rendition of Swimsuit Raz here. You can see me holding what looks like to be a tuna. For those who don't know, this type of fish, tunas come in different varieties of color here, but you know, you can see this is called, I believe, a yellowtail tuna. And it's actually the image that's used on the tuna for Lord Byron, if you're curious, in the thing, which fish. Also, I gotta say, Aniq, right at the very beginning, the fingers and the hands, it's pretty incredible. Now, I don't know if Annie's here. However, she did say that unfortunately as a med student that they don't have a lot of time to draw much further. So there's their submission. So I want to say that if you guys are like, wow, this is amazing, and it seems like me likey, promiscuous, woo, let me just say, this is unfinished. I would love to see what it would look like finished. So I gotta say, one of the things that was my favorite here is the fact that unfinished, I know, right? That the first thing that is a bit striking, that I'm gonna go in a reverse order this time, is no shirt, first and foremost. Thank you, by the way, for making it Twitch TOS friendly. For those who don't know, you can't show like pictures of like men that are undressed above the waist if they have on their, you know, their nipples. You can't show them. It's weird. Scandal. Maybe the background. I mean, I don't know what it could be, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks amazing. Bish. But we can see here, right? Like the proportions are amazing. It's simple. Oh, we have ads coming up. Great. But you know what? It's okay. We're just, yeah. You know what? If you're not subbed, jump on YouTube. Okay. Hopefully you won't be hit by ads there. But unfortunately, I can't. I don't control the weather. Anyway, the simple things in life, like the raspberries on the swim trunks. I'm not gonna lie to you. The two-tone swim trunks is really speaking to me. The black color of the strings here, the white of the swim trunks itself, and then you have the raspberry and gold. Oh, it's beautiful. It's incredible. Anatomy is great. I know. It's so well done. And this is what I'm talking about with when it comes down to simplicity, right? Fish. You know, you have, I mean, come on, that smile. I'm a one-to-one rendition. I'm going to be honest with you. Thanks so much, chat, for all your comments. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's only positive things that we can say about it. I love, like, this is only 2 of 5, okay? I'm giddy, okay? I'm giddy. I'm just happy. I love the lashes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. I mean, it's also very more so, like, 1-to-1 with the model as well. Like, if you look at it, the outside, like, you can see it goes past the eye line. Man, there was a lot of effort. Like, there's a lot of care. I don't think I said this on Abby's, but there's a lot of care and love in these pieces, and it's so good. Snatch to the gods. You know, the necklace around the neck, I believe that's also a reference to Gothraz, because Gothraz has the actual necklace, whereas on this model it's just a little dingly. But either way, I love the combination of the two models as well as the simplicity, right? I just took my shirt off and kept my jacket on because I didn't want to get any sunburns, okay? You know, I want to take care of my skin. But again, this is a piece by Anakin. We love the gold. We love the sun beaming off the head. I love the hair. The ears, a very clever use of showing the actual item that's there without having it get in the way of, like the actual piece itself. Like, for example, you can see that I have hair covering my ear, so naturally it would be covered, right? But because of the fact that what Annie did was that she took the ear itself and instead of giving it color, just made the presence there known, it blends it a lot. I didn't notice that until looking at it now, because all I saw when I first saw it was like, ooh. You know what I mean? Crop jacket Raz is too fergalicious for stream. It's okay. It's okay. Watch me get banned. That would be so funny. Oh, man. The fish looks so sad he's going to have a nice day after this. He's going to be given to Lord Byron, clearly. That's how it goes. That's how it is. Face on flip. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, hand in, like, I'm not going to lie to you. This is very much so a pose I would probably strike. Also, again, I appreciate, Annie, the artist mark at the very bottom. If you would like to see the full resolution of photograph, or the art, rather, I'm sorry. I'm just, maybe Annie just took a picture of me. Who knows? It is indeed in the Discord. So again, this is a massive shilling for that. But again, let's just look at cool art. The background is very much so giving off the oceanic sea vibes. I mean, you've got the gradient here from a very darkish blue to a light white, which would indicate like a beach setting. You have you have the jacket that's just a perfect thing. Why was my ad French? T-piece? Any cute? Oh, that's so good. But I mean, look at this. Is there anything I'm missing? I think that this is just a solid, good piece. With the seagulls? Yeah, with the seagulls. Yeah, exactly. You have all this. Look at this. Look at this. So incredible. I mean, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the eyes. I mean, it's just, there's so much. This is the thing that I want to express, and artists know this. This is something that artists just take for granted because they have to deal with it all the time. But for non-artists like me, this may seem like a very simple thing, but simplicity is the hardest thing in art. Because in order to get something as simple as like proportions, it can take hundreds, maybe even thousands of attempts to get the body right. It can take all the issues that you have with it and making them all fit. That is a very difficult process. And even if you get the proportions right, you have to also factor in the case that how is the observer, how is the person watching the piece going into it? And I think that Abby also did this really well, where the composition was very proportioned and it kept it in the place where it looks like it's a scene out of a movie. It's like, hey, we're doing a new Pixar film. Okay, what do we need as the storyboard? Oh, here's Abby's, you know? And then here's me on the beach in front of Abby's beautiful walk down Magnolia Street, and I'm just holding up a tuna. Are we building a story in this competition? Is that what's going on here? And the color, yeah, the colors match. Like, for example, you may say, well, this is a little bit of a darker gold than normal. It matches my eyes. Isn't it crazy how simple stuff like that really, really sells a piece? It really makes it wonderful. And I believe Anna Q isn't here, which I believe is because of the fact that she may be in finals. I will say, she may be in finals. But either way, regardless of whatever the case is, the fact is, this is a magnificent piece. And I am so grateful that we are able to look at this. Magazine photo shoot, I'm ready to buy, haha. Don't worry, I will only make sure that anything I sell is something you actually want and is gonna last a long time. I am not gonna release merchandise that won't last at least 5 years. I'm gonna make sure that damn thing will outlive you if I can. European beach episode is real. I know, right? If she is, I hope everything is going well. I know. Yeah, there's a lot of people who I believe is either this is the last day of their finals or this is dead week and next week is finals. Is that a threat, Raz? No, I'm the sweetest thing. I don't think I can get away with like, aha, I'm cute, don't blame me. But you know, I can try and cringe. If you were like, oh, that was rough, it's okay. I live my own life. How do you think it feels being me? Finals start next week, Sai. Don't worry, we are sending you into another wonderful week because no matter how it turns out, know you did your best. And the fact of the matter is that you're gonna get through it. And no matter what, even if you're in college and you're like fail a class, like dead ass, you can just take it again and you're fine. It's that easy. You always have an option. Don't ever think you don't. There is always another option. Don't fear. Let me take one last look at Annie's. Brenda's graduating tomorrow. Let's go. Now, normally in the VTuber community, you'd be like, but here it's like, isn't it crazy? When I first started looking at VTubers, I was like, isn't like graduations like great? Isn't that like they get like, oh, they're like becoming a big, and it's like, oh, that means they're quitting. And it's like, So whenever someone's like, oh yeah, someone's graduating, I'm like, oh, congratulations. And they're like, no, Raz, that's not what that means. And I'm like, okay. BOD for me, cheap Dollar General body spray. Amazing. I finished my finals, but they conclude until next, or concue? What does concue mean? My brain. I wish I had finals. Finals were fun. They were super stressful, but they always like, leaving the final of the week and like walking out is just bliss. But they continue, I see. But this is option 2. This is submission 2. And don't worry, because Annie isn't here, I think we should just go Swimsuit Raz by AnaQ. I think that this is good. Typing fast. No, you're good. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. This is submission 2. This is going to be named Swimsuit Raz by AnaQ. So is there anything that you guys have that you would like to say that I missed? But I get 3 more. I get to do 3. This is so great. This is such a great day to be me. I hated exam whether they were finals or not. I was always bad at exams, but they were like, leaving them were great. I love the hair highlights. You're right. I didn't even notice that because it was so good. Yeah, you can see the deeper parts of the white and then the usage of gray to give the gradient. You have the white. Oh, that's so, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. You have the light hitting down. So like the sun's over in this direction, hitting the top of my head. You have the darker edges here where the light isn't hitting it. And then you have the grayer areas where the light is starting to fade. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't even notice that. What other stuff have I been missing? Finals were fun. Spoken true like a man who explained space mechanics in extreme detail in Kerbal Space Program. Hey, what can I say, Cloud? Man, you are putting me down nostalgia street. I remember that KSP stream. I was like, this stream sucked. I was just sitting here being nerdy for like 3 hours and everyone was like, I don't know what's going on. And it's like, that's one of the reasons why I don't really do a lot of science games is because like, I don't want to bore you guys, even though it's fun for me, you know? Oh man. But now we move on to the third one. You missed the Keck W hitting in a raspberry. Wait, what? Hold on. An Abby's piece? Maybe I did. Oh, this is incredible. Oh. Okay, we move on to episode 3. Sorry, I want another beach episode. What can I say? We move on to the third submission of the competition, which is by Cloud Chaser. Now, let me go ahead and reframe this a little bit. Wow. Okay, first and foremost, I think it's just great that we're not restricted to just like one thing. This is by the resident great Cloud Chaser 2224. This is great. Now, is it exactly the same stimulation or kind of the wooga as seeing Swimsuit Raz? No, but it is the wooga whoa in the respect that this is insane. Let me tell you why. Even though this isn't the full resolution, this one is actually scrunched down to 1080p. Please, oh wait, AnaQ, Were you here when we were going over your piece? And wait, were you here when I was talking about your piece? Because I can't let that go. If you missed that, I can't let that go. Wait, hold on. You were here or you were not here? A good shadow stuff. Okay, so I was lurking, but oh, I see. Well, let me just say, thank you for making me look handsome. Don't worry. How long are you gonna be here for? Because if so, like we can. This is the community thing. You know, I don't care. I want to make sure that you hear the compliments. Because not only is it for everyone here as a community, but I also want to hear you guys talk about it. But before that, regardless, we are going to talk about the piece that Cloud has submitted. Fun fact, all the colors are the exact same purple, but in a different darkness. Dude, what? Oh my god, I see it. Oh my god, I see it. Holy shit, you're right. Okay. Cloud. I want to say before I talk about the piece, Cloud has been around in the stream for literally almost since the very beginning of my entire streaming journey. So it's been more than a year since Cloud has been here. I want you to know that it is one of the most incredibly privileging and amazing things to watch someone not only have the innate talent and see it in them, but watch them slowly but surely build up and create stuff to the point where Cloud just dropped. This is a single color. It's the same shade of purple, just changed in different darkness. That is one of my favorite things about this competition, is the fact that every single person is pushing themselves to create incredible art. And there is something so beautiful and something so humbling about watching a person grow and seeing them do it all by themselves and pushing themselves and going through different I guess you could say metamorphoses, where they create and they go through different styles. And Cloud has actually gone through a lot of metamorphoses when it comes down to style, where I remember the very first style that Cloud showed me. I remember the most recent one that Cloud has shown me. And it's something that's frankly incredible to be able to see. And I hope that more people like Cloud I get to have in my brain. And frankly, we're almost there. It's just that Cloud has been here for a year, so I've seen so many more art pieces. In fact, the very beginning of the intro to the stream, the background was done by Cloud. I hated the coloring. Used to purely do lines. Yeah, Cloud had a completely different way of doing things. And this is just incredible. I mean, let's just take a moment and look at the obvious, right? I'm already kind of going back on my words on noticing the obvious here, but this is very clearly a piece that's supposed to evoke an emotion. I don't know what that emotion is, but you can see that there's a lot of darkness in the background. You can't see what's back there. The only thing that's in the piece, the center of the competition, is the deer. Now, when I saw this, I thought that the name would be, if Cloud wasn't here, I was going to name it the Deer Patronus, because it reminded me of the scene in Harry Potter where the really beautiful, like literally my favorite scene from that movie. I don't remember anything else about the movie, where the Deer Patronus shows up and it is just immaculate. And just like, and I can see also the similarities. The grass is insanely arduously done. Every single part of this is hand done. It's insane. This is based off the silver stag from the Iliad. Oh, you know what's funny is that I bet you the Deer Patronus came from the Iliad, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably where they got it from. I pushed myself. That thing has no lines. What? Wait, no lines? I love this so much it makes me scared and comforted at the same time. Like, this is what I love about art, is that you can see the shading everywhere. You can see it on the trees, you can see it in the grass, you can see it in the the background where you have the grass in the forefront where the observer is. I haven't read the Iliad. What is the silver stag? You know what's funny? I read the Iliad a long time ago. I forgot. I just know that it looks like this is what happens when you read the books and then you don't like think about it for years, and then someone's like, hey, remember when you spent that time on it? Yeah, I did, but I forgot. Ate them lines up. Oh, so let me stop simping over Cloud and let me just talk about the piece itself. first and foremost, let's talk about the actual deer itself. We have a really good piece of anatomy here where you have everything proportionally set. Nothing is out of place. When you look at it, if you squinted your eyes, you could see this deer walking through a forest. I feel like this should be an art study. This is an incredible piece. We're going through it step by step. You symbolize that there was a breeze by putting the marking of the fur on the thing to indicate that the wind is coming from over here, over the back of the deer and coming down. Or that may be lighting. That may be lighting. I love art so much because it can make you feel emotions, even though it's just paint or other medium. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this competition. It's like, this is so cool. And if you've never been to a museum or an art museum, you should. You really should. I'm going to be so honest with you. It was, for those who are curious, that the silver stag was one of Artemis's sacred animals that Agamemnon killed out of pride and incurred the wrath. Oh yeah. Wasn't that also like one of the reasons why like Helen or whatever refused to like marry? Because the Iliad is a wild story. I'm going to be honest with you. The Iliad's a wild story. I'm getting sidetracked. But we can see in the very background, the very, very, very back, we have this pitch black darkness, right? We have a lesser focus on the trees here, and we have the focus on the stag, the silver stag here. You have trees there with a lot of lighting and a lot of texturing. I gotta say that I think that there's a beauty in the amount of small, intricate details. It doesn't show up very well on stream, but there is a lot of dotting of coloring around here. And in the actual full resolution, the dotting here is really, really, if I'm being honest with you, it really adds to the piece because it gives this fantastical element in my brain that I see it and I'm like, what does this do to me? And what it makes me think of is, it makes me think of like, you know those scenes in like Disney films when you were like really, really young that would have like a negative emotion, like Bambi, for example, where you have a lot of dark colors being used to illustrate and elicit emotions of like anxiety and fear. Instead of that lighting, like instead of eliciting those emotions, what it's eliciting is a dark mysterious, a dark simplicity, a dark, how do I put this? When you look at this animal, you don't become afraid of it because it has glowing antlers or because the eyes are lit up. You aren't afraid of it. You look at it and you observe that this is something that is a fantastical creature that means you know ill will. And when you look at it, you can just stare at it and you watch it walk off like a regular deer. And that's something that is very interesting. So after I go in the beach, after I take a walk down Magnolia Street, and I'm in my swimsuit that Annie made for me, and I'm getting all the sun. I go back to my cottage, in the hills, and I walk out and I see the resident skinwalker. I'm kidding. I don't think that there's really anything I can say further in terms of details, but this is the reason why I sound way more gobsmacked about this is because of the fact that I remember like some of Cloud's first pieces, and I remember they were really good back then. And now they're not only really good, but I'm able to see from the very beginning, from when I first met Cloud to now, and I think about how my profile picture is done by Cloud, my Twitch profile picture is done by Cloud, my Discord profile picture is done by Cloud, my intro picture is done by Cloud. There's so many things that Cloud has done to not only shape this channel, but also to grow as an individual that I am extremely grateful for. And I'm so happy that you submitted this because I hadn't really thought about this in a while. And I don't think that there's anything that I could say otherwise except for this is incredible. This is incredible. First, we start out with an unimaginably beautiful example of extremely difficult paint with acrylic. We have an incredible amount of detail, which, by the way, I didn't look at the full resolution on Discord while I was talking about it. So let me just add one last thing about Abby's thing. There's a lot of very minute details, like the flowers have like berries on them and stuff. There's so much, like there's a lot of small stuff that I didn't notice because I was looking at my OBS preview. And same thing with Annie, like the simplicity. Oh, it's so good. And then we get here where we have a story alongside it. The grass in the foreground. Yeah, like you would want to eat that. It's just like, that looks like it has some calories in it. And Yeah, go read the Iliad, Silky. It's like you need to read it. Read the Iliad. It's long, but it's worth it. It was definitely worth the read in college when I did it. But the fact that this is one color and different shades in color is insane. Also, by the way, there's a flabibi in chat. Whatever a flabibi is. By the way, I ate a banana and I want another banana. Anyway, I should have kept that in my head. But our next submission, a flabebe. Our next submission comes from the wonderful, this is the penultimate, the second to last submission for the competition. And this is by, this is by Surzu. For those who don't know, the two individuals in here are Sonny Briscoe and Albin Knox. They are both male talents from Niji Sanji En. And I personally don't watch them a lot, but I will say that there is a lot of shipping between them. And the thing is that it's just wholesome, right? Sunny Band Supremacy, it is beautiful. So let me just make it very clear here. I love this. It's the simple things in life that really, really, really make it, you know? Love the hands. Oh yeah, that's right. I love this. Let me blow up a little bit more for you guys and let me move the text around. Very professional, by the way. Very professional streamer. Just a moment. It's a little bit funky trying to get all the proportions here, but that's okay. Look at that. We love that. I'm on God is literally written in the stars. It's so good. I mean, I feel like, I haven't really watched Sunny and Albin Knox very much, but I will say, there's nothing like, I'm not going to say too much, okay? But I will say this, is that whenever you have a ship or you have something like that, as long as you keep it within the realms of reasonability, it's cute. And this is a perfect example of that. But you know, you've got, I believe they're Oshi, well, not their Oshi marks. Actually, I don't know their Oshi marks. But you have here, we have Albin Knox the cat boy, being hugged by the strong Sonny Briscoe. Let's just zoom out a little bit. I love this. This is, you have the very clever artist mark, which actually, Cloud, did you forget to watermark your piece? Are you gonna be one of the, wait, I wonder who the I forgot who the, oh wait, no, I know who the last submission is. I wonder if you're gonna be the only one that didn't watermark it. Look at this. I mean, let's first take a moment and look at the details. Look at the simple thing. Shush. You have a great amount of shading and detail. Much the same with Cloud. You have this wonderful shading going on with the colors, right? You have to, not only, you don't only have to deal with a single color, but you have to deal with a blending between a gold, as well as like a little bit of a auburn coyote type of color. Oh, you double did it. Surzu. And then I can't read that because my brain is bad. Yeah, I can't read it. My brain is bad. Wait, I hate this? What do you mean? What, Zoo? Being complimented? Being complimented? Nah. Too bad. You can't click off. You have to take it. I mean, you got, like, let's look at the face here, right? You got the double eyelashes here. Nox looking amazing. X34 on Insta. Oh, cool. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, the whole point of watermarking is to make sure that when people like it, they're able to find you, which is one of the reasons why that's a new rule in Discord. If you post your own art, I want people to know it's you. Sorry. I love the light sheen on Nox's hair. Yeah, like, you know, it's kind of very similar to how my model is, right? Where you have the light on the top, and then you have this beautiful band going around, and then you have, obviously, the hair itself. I'm not going to lie to you, hair is probably one of the most difficult things. Wait, does Albin and I have the same haircut? Meow. Yeah. Of course, the cat tail, you've got the puppy dog. Oh. And this would be, in terms of like fashion, a very simple piece, right? You have two people in t-shirts, but the hands, very difficult. I hate hands. I can't do hands. The hands are great. We gotta love the yeah cat pose. We love it. We love the hand pose on the Sunny. We've got the, you know, this is a little bit of a saucy little bit. You sound like Byron on 5 packs of 6 a day. Do I need to drink water? Oh no. This is what happens when I get too excited and I talk too much. I even got honey lemon tea just in case, because I knew I was gonna get like super happy. You've got, look at the watermark. I love this. I love it when artists do this. I love when they put their watermark in multiple places so that if people try to like crop it out, they can't. Sasuga. I want more artists to do this, because like I hate when people steal art, and if you put it in places where like it's hard to crop out, and also like they won't notice it either. Like I didn't notice it until now. But also you have the little bit on the aw, so good. I used my hand on a water bottle for Oni's hands. For Sunny's hand. Oh, that's clever. That's great. That's in place so you can exactly. You have the shading there. It's always wonderful whenever I look at a piece and I can go like the piece itself. So obviously, you know, you have Sunny on the left, you have Albin on the right, but you also have the shading, you have the ripples in the t-shirt that is simplest, like literally how it would look like in real life. And it's very simple, but like this is a detail that can be easily missed if you're not paying attention to it. So there's an attention to detail. You have the shirt riding up from the arm being pulled. You have, you know, Albin knocks, and then you have, you know, the look at that. He works out. Look at Sunny. He works out. It's so difficult to draw those to me. It's so crazy. I'm gonna crash out. Wait, are you okay, Silky? What? You okay? I hate folds. Yeah, like it's so good. Like, and also of course you have, I believe, I don't think it's their Oshi marks, but I believe it's a mark of symbolism where like Sunny Briscoe is like more like dog, I believe, and then the paw is obviously more so like for Albin. I'm getting nervous, so I'm playing Roblox, but this hobby is hard. Are you gonna be more nervous, or are you gonna be like anxious? What do you think? Your folds are so good. Yeah, like this is there something that you would like me to point out that you are really happy about, or something that I've missed? But yeah, like how Abby says, this is scrumdiddlyumptious. This is wonderful. Like I said, I also want to take this as an opportunity to say that, like, if there's any art you want to do of me, I don't care. Go for it. I don't believe that art should be restricted at all, really. If you want to draw something, you draw something. Except if it's NSFW, just know, like, I may like it, but, like, I'm not going to say anything about it, you know? Because it's like, I want to support you, but also, like, what an interesting way to talk about that. But I do love the ship stuff. It's so good. Sonny's become a dog boy as of recent. Really? Sonny has? Huh. Well, I will admit, it is kind of my fault. I haven't really been watching Niji Sanji for a lot of times. After the big fiasco, I kind of got what is it called? Like a little bit away from it. But I think like Sunny Briscoe and Albin are probably like, if I had to choose one of the boys to watch, it would be these two for sure. Sorry, I bunked my mic. I think my thing's just straight up ship art. I don't have any deep remainings. That's fine. Sometimes, and that's the beautiful thing, you don't need to have anything deep with art. I mean, if you want to, cool. But like, this is just like, I love Sunny. I love Albin. I love them together. Here you go. And I think that's wonderful. I really do. The shading is great. The coloring is great. Ah, I love it. And I think with that, we are on to our final submission. Our final submission, which I believe is, let me see, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, our final submission, which I believe I kind of made a mistake with blowing this up because the proportions are a little bit wonky. So let me see if I can get the final piece of the competition. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I messed up my scenes. Let's go. I'll cry, please reference it. References from my life. Hey, sometimes you got to keep it simple. And just like this, we're going to move on to our final piece of the competition submission, submitted by Silky Marunga. And I will blow it up. Let me go ahead and do the piece here. But this is by Silky Marunga of the Traveling Researcher's Diary. Let's see. Hold on. Unfortunately, like the actual base canvas of a lot of this stuff is different. So let's keep it simple. Woo! So cute. I know. I purposely made sure not to look anywhere near as hard in depth at stuff until now because I don't want to spoil it. Let's see here. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So let me just start first and foremost. I want to say thank you, just like how Annie-Q did a fan art of me. I want to say thank you for doing a fan art of me as well. Oh man. The hands are perfect. The background is perfect. So, oh! Hello, Raiders! Hi. Sorry for blocking the raid message and stuff, but yeah. Just a moment here. I know it's a little bit of a scuffed thing here, but we're currently running a competition where we are currently looking at the final submission for the competition that is by Silky Marunga, which is a weird happenstance because that is also the one of the members of the Traveling Researcher's Diary. But welcome in. How are you guys doing? How is your stream? How is it? Also, congratulations on hitting 1,000 followers, Jupiter. Very, very good. I'm gonna crash out. That's okay. Live, laugh, love this. Exactly. I agree with you, Abby. Silky, I know her. Hi, Sin. Welcome in. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. We literally just got to Silky's submission here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very grateful that this has worked out in such a way because we get to talk about Silky's submission to the competition. For those who are curious about how this competition works, we are at the final submission of the night. Well, the way this will work is that if you're in my Discord, we'll do a poll, and what will happen is that at the end of the submissions, we will talk about it a little bit, and then we'll have a poll in the Discord where we will choose the first, second, and third place. The grand prize for the entire event is 50 United States dollars. Second place is 25 United States dollars, and third place is $10 USD. So there's a lot of interest in getting number one in the competition, but I'm not gonna lie to you, that is secondary for me. I just wanted to spend, at the moment, an hour and 30 minutes talking about how much I love art and the fact that you guys do a lot of cool things. But again, Jupiter, if you need to raid and run, feel free, but I would recommend you stay because, oh man, it's getting good. You didn't finish your design that you were working on, but I'm too tired to continue. Totally valid, and not gonna lie to you, it's Friday. Might as well not push yourself, you know? You're doing good hands, Silky? Yeah, that's the first thing I was gonna say about the pieces. I remember Silky was showing me something that she was working on a few months ago, and like Silky was telling me about like how hands was a difficult thing, and it's like, honestly, same. I remember when I submitted for Marie's competition that I put my hands behind my back because for the art piece because I just could not draw it. But welcome in. How are you guys doing? Welcome in Mega. Welcome in Azulsuke. Welcome in Lisa. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome Raiders. Welcome. Let's see here. Hi Sin. I'm doing great. I'm looking at art for free. It's great. This is great. This is like going to an art museum. It's great. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Soma. Stand proud. You did a great job. Silky, you'll beat the obby. Also, right before this, Silky was saying like, yeah, I'm on an obby, but on a Roblox, but I'm getting like frustrated. We should just do some art days where you show off some of your work. That's actually a great idea. The drawing is very awesome sauce. Yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we? So just starting from the things that are less obvious, let's take a moment and think about the fact that this was an unnecessary addition, but it was very, I think, really added to it, was the Sakura petals falling from below. When I look at this, I immediately think of the kind of like the Sakura forest I made on the Steph MP, where, you know, I would take screenshots and I would just sit there and look at the leaves falling and how everything was great. At nighttime, you would have the lanterns blowing off, and it was really, really just a beautiful thing. But then you zoom in and you just see there's a lot of emotion going on in this face, right? Like what am I expressing? What am I expressing on this? And I think it's just, I'm looking at how beautiful the world is, you know? And I think that's something that's really, really shown by everything around it. You have the Sakura blossoms on the floor collecting around the trees. You have two trees in the background here. You have so much detail on what would otherwise not be expected to have detail, right? Like you look at the grass here and you see a lot of extra work and you see the coloring, right? The shadows from above are a very nice. Yeah, like that's also another thing. It's like, hold on. Let me gather my words here. The art style as well, right? We've been going through a lot of different art styles because everyone has their own thing. But you know, you can see how this is a very unique thing where you have the completed version and you have what looks like to be some of the line art that was done, but that was incorporated into the piece and used as a way to accent what's going on. Like, for example, you have, instead of drawing creases for the actual like bending in the gloves or in anything like that, you have the line art being used as a way to accentrify that and use that. When do we voting? When will it be? So after we talk about this piece, it will be in my Discord. It'll be in general as well. It will be on the Discord. Yes. If you went to study Japanese with TRD, how about a drawing stream? Based. I agree. The perspective is so good. Yeah, like you have a camera that's facing downwards towards the actual subject in this, which is me in this case. You've got the shading. Come on, everyone has done so good at shading. It's amazing. You should, Raz. I think it's gonna have to happen, guys. I think it's gonna have to happen. You guys are gonna be able to see me draw the worst concoction on earth, and you know what? That's still art. It may not be good art, but it's mine. You have the grass in the background is really adding to the piece because it isn't just the subject and the emotions that are going on here, but the background also tells its own story, right? You know, after we get after we're in the swimsuit and we walk past the walk down the Magnolia Street and we look at the we look at the Skinwalker, and we look at Sonny Briscoe and Alvin Knox, you know, getting a little bit saucy in the plaza. We walk past them, and then right at the end, I get to look at the beautiful sunset before the episode ends. And this is the final card you see before it fades to black. I think we have a story here. Leaf Shadows ate Silky. Oh my god, there are Leaf Shadows. You're right. I didn't even notice that. On the subject, you have these like little things here where it would show that like I'm looking through a tree. Instead of just looking up into the open sky, I'm looking through a tree. Wow, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool, isn't it? This is amazing. I love this. This is the best part. This is great. If I learn how to draw and found my own style in a week, you can do a lot better if you have help. Yeah, especially if I were to get help by the TRD for sure. A good one. Questionable, but a story nonetheless. I mean, the story is secondary, right? We gotta have some fun stuff while we're here. But I gotta say my favorite part about this is the eyes for sure. I probably had these eyes IRL before, where there's a pensive, like there's not much going on in my head, but it's just like, I'm looking out and I'm just looking at something I really enjoy, whether it's the Sakura Blossoms or something else like that. Enjoy the unrelenting compliments that you can't say no to, Silky. And I'm looking into the foreground and I'm looking into the background and I'm seeing things that they're not unique or special in their own way, but they're beautiful and they're simple. And I think that this, like, the hand thing is very much so like I'm opening my eyes. This is great. I'm taking so much psychological damage. That's okay. That's okay. Beaming good vibes and compliments. Exactly, yeah, because the whole point of this competition is to celebrate, and damn it, that's what we're doing. I know how Silky feels, but better take the compliments and run with them. Yeah, because otherwise you'll get more. Oh, I forgot to. Whoopsie. Ooh. Uh-oh. Someone's going live. Sorry, I had to do that to read the people's names in Discord. But I think that there is a simplicity in all the pieces that. And I know I've been saying simplicity a lot, but let me define what I mean by that. Everyone was on a time crunch. Everyone had only a little bit of time, like I think about a month to get work in. Not only that, but they had their own lives going on in the meantime. They could have done anything else with that time, but instead they spent it in literally making art. And they submitted this to this competition. And what I mean by that is you could have sent in something with way less effort. All of you. This is not just Silky, this is for all of you. You guys could have sent in way less effort. But instead, you guys took the time to go and do something as crazy like acrylic paint as a submission. You did something as crazy as a single color with different shades. You put me in a swimsuit. Also, shout out NQ. You gave me ship art, like amazing. And then right at the end, we have the anime ending. Who says I got a life? That's okay. But like, even if you don't have a life, it's still your time. You get to choose what to do with it. But is there anyone else that would like to make Silky feel actual pain by giving compliments or something that I missed? Because this is my favorite part. This is what I love. This is also, I love like this finger in the mouth here is kind of like what I would do IRL. Like I went a little bit too far, but I'm like, I'll just like rest it on my lip. that's something I probably would do IRL. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, the soul read is true. The soul read is true. The Sakura Blossoms, but oh, hold on. Did my tracking just break? Oh, what the heck? Hey guys, my tracking stopped working. That was weird. What the heck? That was weird. It was so good you broke VTube Studio. Incredible. The hands are actually so good, I'll cry. I think everyone did a really good job with hands. Let me be perfectly clear here. Everyone did really good with hands. Mine is unfinished because I have to study for boards. Well, let me just say, AnaQ, whenever I said that, whenever I was like, hey guys, just want to let you know, like, because of AnaQ being extremely busy IRL, like, this is unfinished, people were like, what? So it would have been amazing to see, like...
PP.
Silky is amazing.
Thank you, Bear. I agree. Silky's is amazing. Everyone's work here is amazing. I love wrist bones. I mean... Oh man, the proportions are good. It's so great. The strat is to draw a beast with no hands. Cloud dropping knowledge? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not an artist. Also, welcome in. I'm gonna get this right. Hold on. I'm gonna get this right. I'm just so in love with the Leaf Shadows. Thank you for the first time chat. Arisare? Maybe? I wonder if I got it right. Stop, I can hear it in Roblox if you do that. Amazing, amazing, Silky. Silky's trying to ignore the compliments, but that's why we do it. This is why we do the competition. So with that, that has been the 5 competition submissions. So again, let me just go ahead and give you guys a preview for those who are rating. Unfortunately, I wish at the same time, I'm glad you guys rated at the end of the submissions, but let me give you guys a start from the very beginning. So the first submission that we went over was Abby's wonderful walk down Magnolia Street. Again, if you're like, oh, I want the full resolution for this, please keep in mind that these are in the Discord. So if you would like to look at them, please join there. The voting as well in just a few moments will require you to be in my Discord. So if you can't participate in that, don't worry. But unfortunately, that is the way we got to do it to make sure that we have consistency here. Next project is biblically accurate deer with human hands. Cloud, get on it. Get on that. I got to learn Clip Studio through the competition. Yeah, I mean, I think that like, what's nice about it is that like Anakin is saying how her piece is very unfinished. I think that's pretty good. I think you could clip it and ship it there. Hope you have fun. I love Clip Studio. I need to get Clip Studio, but like, don't you have to pay for it? And it's like, I'm just gonna use Krita. But this is Anakin's piece, which Anakin, what would you like to title this? I titled this Swimsuit Raz. But if you would like me to change it, please let me know. You know, let's just kind of go through. Actually, let me back up a little bit. So once again, this is a walk down Magnolia Street by Abby. This is on acrylic paint, a canvas acrylic paint. We have Lord Byron in the background on top of a raspberry stand. We have a beautiful Italian-esque home with a bunch of details, floral as well as medieval romanticism. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of detail going from just the simplicity of the cobblestone road all the way up to the coloring and everything in between. The mosaic on the top. A really beautiful submission. And we move on to the next one. The one that is a swimsuit of me in a swimsuit and me holding a tuna for Lord Byron. This is exactly what happens whenever you guys redeem a tuna for Lord Byron. You guys get into a swimsuit, you guys get a 6-pack, and then you give it to Lord Byron. That's the best thing in the world. But again, the simplicity of the colors as well as the homages. You have the color of my eyes here mimicked in the little double banding here. You have the white and then the gold with the raspberries. Look respectfully, Raz, you're live. Hey, I may be a narcissus here, but that's okay. Just this one day. You got it for $25. It was on sale. I need to get smart. I need to get Clip Studio for like cheap. Fish. And then of course we have, in terms of the choices made, very simple. You remove the shirt, you give me the coolest pair of swim trunks in the world. You make me look amazing. You give me an incredible amount of effort with the hair. You have the light parts there, then it goes down to a gradient of a gray into the darker references where there isn't a lot of, there's not a lot of sun, so it becomes darker. You have all of these beautiful simplicities and simple stuff. It's great. I love it. Also, welcome in, Sin. It's a lot more stuff, but certain stuff missing compared to Procreate. See, this is even better. We're learning more about art, and also, we get to look at it. And this is, look at that face. Look at that. That's the face of someone that's going to go to a very ravenous little kitty. And again, I love that watermark. Very beautiful. Next, the third submission, which I guess we can aptly name, looks like the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. Forgot to write that down. Whoopsie. The Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. We have, which by the way, for those who are curious, this is a single color that is changing the variation of darkness. So we have, of course, in the very beginning, in the foreground, the subject itself, a silver stag, from the Iliad. Hopefully you didn't hear that. You have the golden antlers showing through with the golden eyes as well as the golden nose. A mysterious as well as a very peaceful and very elegant. Much the same as walking in the middle of the night by yourself and not being worried of like getting hurt or something. A beautiful example of what is achievable with just a single color. Gold? Did I say gold? I meant to say like lit up. I'm losing my mind, Cloud. I'm sorry. But we have the exquisite detail on the tree trunks itself. You have not only the texturing, but you also have the lighting and everything else in between. My brain. And that is Cloud Chaser's submission for today for the competition. I can't believe I got compliments today. It makes me so happy, Eek. Oh, yeah. And you're not allowed to say no because this is a competition. You have to get compliments. Glowed. Oh, my brain. You know what? And then we have probably one of the more unexpected from if you're like building a pattern based on the previous 3. But we have ship art of the lovely, the wonderful Sonny Briscoe and Albin Knox. Not much to say in terms of the actual like the story behind it because it's just ship art. But let's take a moment and look at this. We have a lot of effort with the hands, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was modeled after your own hand, which is very based on an interesting way of doing it. This is, I believe, Sir Zoo's, right? Yeah, Sonny and Albin by Sir Zoo. Sorry, I'm not putting the names up, but we'll be going through it one last time just to make sure. But we have, obviously, the hands is one of the most predominant features in the piece. A lot of effort going into as well as the shading on the shirts itself, the coloring, as well as the ripples, showing that it looks like a normal, simple thing of like a normal t-shirt, which is very difficult to show off on art. I know firsthand. You have the collarbone showing out. You've got Sonny Briscoe lifts with, he's got muscles on his neck, you know. You've got a wonderful shading coming down from a darker color into the beautiful white highlights of the golden hair. Same thing on Sonny, but it's on Knox, because of the coloring. You have a brownish that turns into a little bit of a hazel type of color, or sorry, chestnut, should I say. And then it goes back down to the darker with the lighting. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And then we have, it's going to mess up all my stuff here, but the final submission, which is by Silky Marunga, which is Raz Pondering. I don't know. By the way, Surzu, would you like me to name it, or what would you like me to name the piece? Because for the Abby's piece, we called it the Walk Down Magnolia Street. The second one is Swimsuit Raz by Anna Q. The third one is The Silver Stag by Cloud, which, by the way, if you would like me to rename that, Cloud, please tell me. And then Sonny and Albin, I just have for Surzu, which is fairly generic, but I also, you know, like, I don't really know, like, because you made this, I think you should call it, and same thing with Cloud. And then we obviously have Raz here, and I don't know if Silky is like screaming or something like that, or losing her absolute marbles on Roblox, but if you would like to also title this, please let me know. But for now, for the interim, I'm just going to call this Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. There we go. Absolute cinema. I swear to God, Sunny Band Supremacy in my... Sunny Band Supremacy. Sunny Band Supremacy. Heart. That is what it's not. Silver Stag is good. Chiraz Blossoms. I will only accept that if Silky is okay with it, because it is her piece. So again, like I said, let me just go do a rapid fire here. So the first piece that was submitted is Abby's. The Walk Down Magnolia Street. It has a story as the title. Isn't that great? Which, by the way, if you're like, I want to see the full resolution, join the Discord. The second image, which is the Swimsuit Raz by Anna Q. I can't wink, but if I could, I would. Anyway, speaking of, the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. We have Sunny Band Supremacy. Heart. Oh, hold on. My phone just... My phone is having a lot of issues today. It's like messing up. I keep messing up. Hey, fish are hard to draw, dude. Like, my favorite fish is the swordfish, but it's also like the most difficult because it's the most technically difficult as well. Tough choice. Yeah, these are all very, like, these are incredible submissions. And the final, of course, is by Silky Marunga. So how is the voting going to work? So the way this is going to work is very simple. I am going to, in the general of Discord, I'm going to be creating a poll. And the way this is going to work is that you get one choice. You get one choice towards a piece. So basically, I'm going to list all 5 of the competition individuals here, and we're going to have everyone decide what is their favorite piece. Now, the way this is going to work is very simple. It may require 2 polls, but maybe we'll have some luck with just having one, where basically it will work very simply. Everyone will vote once, and whoever has the most votes will be the number 1 spot. And if it's the case where, for example, let's say there's a tie between second and third, we'll do a second poll for that. But at the moment, I'm just going to go and set that up very quickly. Who wins first place? So again, we are choosing the first place, and the reason why is that you normally do third, second, first, but I couldn't really find a better way of doing this, so I apologize. Raz Crescent, sure, send it. Go ahead. Any question, I will answer. Walk Down Magnolia Streets by Abby. Swimsuit Raz by Annie Q. We have The Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser 2224. We have Sunny Band Supremacy by, oh, sorry, Heart. That's very important. Heart by Surzu. And last, but definitely not least, is Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. So again, this is probably going to take not going to require the full hour, but I'm going to post it in here. Now, before I do that, let me be very clear and let me answer this question. Excuse me, I need to drink water. Hopefully you didn't hear me burp. If there's a next time for the competition, there will be. I just don't know when. Are you expanding it to out of the traditional art, or are you going to be keeping it as the same? I think what I'll do is I'll have like 2 heats. Like for example, instead of just having like, okay, there's only art, because for this one there was a little bit of restriction here, because otherwise like the scope is going to be way too wide, which I apologize, I didn't see that coming into it. But I think either I'll have a concurrent competition where like one day or like one half of the stream will be for, it really depends on timing, for the regular art competition, and then the second one will be for anything else. But ultimately the thing is like, absolutely I want to do that. I want to make sure that we can not only include people who are able to create art with the brush, but able to create art with everything else. Because actually, there was a lot of people who sent me some incredible things that I wish that I could like put in there, but it wouldn't qualify under the competition, the spirit of the competition, which is I wanted to inspire people with a pen and a brush to make art, because the reason I made this competition was to thank people like the mama and papa of my model, Asuka, Hanino Tsukino-sama. She made this model by herself and drew it, rigged it, and it has literally been the cornerstone, if not the most important thing for my entire stream. So I would not exist but for her. And because of that, it's extremely important to me that I, you know, in the spirit of that, keep it, you know, close to that. So next time we'll have a different heat, I guess you could say, but the good / bad news is that it's not going to be anytime like immediately soon. So we have a lot of time to hash that out. But for right now, I will be making the poll. Let me be very clear about something before I begin. Let me also, instead of having this automatic, let me go ahead and put this on like an automatic slideshow here so that you can look at them as we go. And of course, if you have any questions, you're like, I don't remember which one is which, please tell me, I'll let you know. I'll talk about it just a moment. Let me go ahead and little bit slower. Oh, hold on. Like 500 milliseconds is fine. Okay. So again, this is the very first piece that is in the list there, which is called The Walk Down Magnolia Street by Abby. Then we have, next up, this is Swimsuit Raz by Annie Q. The third is Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser 2224. The fourth submission, which is Sunny Band Supremacy with a Heart by Surzu. And finally, the Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. So hopefully this will, oh, hold on, it's a little bit, hold on. I'm trying to set the time between the slides. So I'm going to go ahead and start up the poll, but I want to say before I hit start on the poll, I want to make it very clear the point of this competition is to ensure that we make more cool art. The whole purpose of this was to get you to take your brush, your pen, your whatever the case is, and put it down to your canvas and keep going. You can write in the comments and put it to Twitch. Same goes for YouTube. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Well, actually, let me think here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the thing here, and I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm going to post the poll. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Sorry. Mulligan. Again, remember, this is a celebration as much as it is a competition. So remember, whether you win the grand prize or not, I want you to remember that your art is incredible. I want you to know that we spent an entire stream just complimenting and talking about the wonderful things, because the whole point of this is to make you make more art. Just like how I was saying how I saw Cloud from the very beginning of my streaming tenure at like a year plus ago. I saw Cloud's art go from what was basically a very, well, it was incredible back then, to something even more incredible now. I want to see that from you. I want to increase that. I want to enable that to happen more. The name of the art and artist? Yeah, that's a good point. I could do something like this. Hold on. Maybe I could do like images. Let's see. Maybe? I didn't really think of this. My plan was to have it be, oh, hold on. Just to have it go through and then see it. And then as like it's going through, as you're voting on it, I can talk about it. So this one is by Abby. This is Walk Down Magnolia Street. I'm going to go ahead and post the poll. There we go. Walk Down Magnolia Street. So again, before I hit the last, very professional, I promise. Before we hit the poll, final time, this is by Abby. This is the Walk Down Magnolia Street. Again, you can see it in the competition submissions. Here is Swimsuit Raz by Annie Q. the next one is going to be the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser 2224. This is Sunnyband Supremacy by Surzu. And last but not least is definitely Silky Marunga's Sakura Raz. So again, please start your voting. We have an hour until the poll closes, but we'll know the end before there. So again, here it is with Abby's. Look at the coloring on the acrylic. You have a lot of incredible colors going on here. You have a lot of earthiness and simplicity, as well as you have in Swimsuit Raz here. They're going a little bit too fast. Hold on. 17,000. 17,000. A little bit too fast. There we go. With Swimsuit Raz, you have the same type of coloring going on, but in the inverse, where you have a lot of bright colors coming together. This is Swimsuit Raz by AnaQ. Let's see here. We have, of course, look at the I just noticed this. Look at the little bit of the squeeze on the whoopsie, on the tuna there. Oh well, it's gone now. This is the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. Probably my favorite part about this is the fact that the antlers are so glowy, and this is all one color but in different shades. You have a lot of texturing going on. You have the grass. Even though it's supposed to be a small part of the piece, it really sells it a lot. But this, I mean, come on. Who doesn't love ship art? Let's be real. This is Sonny Briscoe, Alvin Knox. Gotta love it. This is by Sir Zoo. This is Sunnyband Supremacy art. And last but not least, in the, I guess you could say the circle before we get into it, is, of course, Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. We have, probably my favorite part of this is the lighting here of the tree coming through, accented by the sakura blossoms coming down. Really nothing that can get in, like, do that much. I guess you could say, how do I put this? Like, forcing my brain to think of where it came from is really incredible. Back again at the very first submission, the walk down Magnolia Street. The pink, I think this little corner here is my favorite. You have the pink little bit staccato here, the plaster with the roses and the vines, as well as the mosaic on the top. Obviously, love the Lord Byron on there. But you know what Lord Byron needs? He needs a tuna, and that's what Swimsuit Raz has. Do you guys feel like you're getting a car sold here? I'm trying to make sure you guys know. This is Swimsuit Raz by AnaQ. And again, you can see the little butterfly thing there. I'm ripped. Amazing. I love it. We got the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. And let me see here. I'm looking at the results here. And I'm just going to wait for probably about a few more minutes before that. Is this what Insanity feels like? Well, admittedly, I was going to like have all 5 of them shown up on stream, but it would kind of look bad because you're like, huh? What does that say, Raz? What does that say? What's going on here? Huh? And again, obviously, just to let you guys know, I'm not voting in this competition for obvious reasons. So if you're like, oh, well, Raz, what do you do? Don't worry, it won't happen. But Sakura Raz looks great. Anyway, Silky, take the call. True. I think the best part is the fact that everyone is so reluctant to get compliments, but you're forced to take it here. You're not allowed to be like, oh no, I don't deserve it. No, your art's amazing. Like if Abby was like, oh my god, I'm like, I don't really like it. It's like, nope, look at this. Look at this art, you know? I keep getting jump scared by my own piece. Hey, Sunnyband Supremacy, what can I say? But you have, every time I get to say something about the piece, it switches. But it's okay. Swimsuit Raz by AnaQ, again, just to make sure. I think you guys get the point, but I want to make sure, you know. But look at that. Looks like, oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. The silver, I'm looking at the voting and I'm damn it. I was like, please don't be any ties. Please. And I think that's where we're at right now. If you're curious, in the Discord, there is, oh god, a split. The current tie is between the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser and the Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. And, I have a feeling that that's not going to change. I have a feeling like that's going to be the tie of the century here. That's going to be the tie. But, so currently it's between, in terms of the tie, it's Sakura Raz and there's the Silver Stag, which is, this is one of the ties and this is the other one. So I think what we'll do is, just to keep it fair, I will let the voting go for another 5 minutes. So it will be, right now it's 9 o'clock for me. I'm going to let this go until 9:05, and then we will know for sure that everyone has voted. So again, it is extremely important for my mental health that you go into the Discord and join it, and please place a vote, because at the moment we have a tie, and I would love not to do a second vote for a tiebreaker. But you know what? It is what it is. It happens. But again, while we're here, how did you guys like the first art competition? We're at the result now where we're looking at where we're getting the votes in, but how does it feel being able to have quite literally your extremely hard work being showcased on stream, and also the opportunity to win the competition as well? I think it's really fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw I've seen other VTubers do stuff where like they'll do competitions, but they don't have like any like cash prizes. Like they normally do like emotes and stuff, and it's like I can't do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it simple. And for those who are like, well, what if I win the competition and like I can't do PayPal? You will get the prize. Don't worry, you will get it for sure through one way or another. So if you're like, I'm kind of worried, like how are we gonna do this? How is this gonna happen? Don't fear. Don't fear. You will get it. Don't worry. And whatever the case is, we'll get it there. 'Twas fun. Made me try new things, Lamau. This is fun seeing the varieties. Me too. Like we are all over the place in the best way. We're not only exploring where like we have acrylic oil, we have acrylic painting in this. Like that's insane. We have acrylic painting. Call me out there, brother. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Call me out for what? For what? Oh no, I think it's gonna be a tie, guys. I think it's right now. First place is on a tie of second and third is on a tie too. Oh, why do you guys do this to me? Okay. First place currently is a tie between the Silver Stag by Cloud and the Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. So I think what we have to do is I think we have to do a runoff. We have to do a thing for first place. And we also have to do that for second place as well. So we have to have 2 additional votes because you guys were like, I love these pieces so much, I don't want one to win. Which is just a testament to how wonderful the pieces are. So I think, yeah, no one else has voted, so let's go ahead and, I want to say first and foremost that it is a testament to how talented and amazing you guys are that you put me in the position where I have to do a second poll. Do you know how hard it is for me to hit the plus button to create poll? First prize? First place? Who wins? Who wins first place? So, now we're going to do a second poll. I'm going to wait until the ads end. And the reason why is because I want to make sure that if there's people watching and they're watching ads, I don't want them to miss it. But the one is Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. Cloud Chaser 2224. And then the next one is the Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. Okay, so we're going to wait for ads to end. But while we're waiting there, I am extremely grateful to everyone here for not only giving me the opportunity to think that I was decent at streaming, but also reinforcing every day that, you guys find this a pleasant place to hang out. One of the things that has always been this is something that goes with every streamer, where you're always worried about, are you entertaining? Are you interesting enough? Are you fun to be around? Is your community a welcoming thing? And not only has it been the case where there's been amazing people that have come and stayed for a long time, but all the people who have been here, you guys come to streams so much. You guys come to events so much. You guys show up in so many different ways. And without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff I do. A lot of the motivation that I have is, a lot of it is self-started. A lot of it is I want to be a better streamer. I want to do all these things. But, I would never do as my phone goes to 10%. I would never do something as grand as a art competition if I didn't have you guys here to do it. So because of that, I want to say thank you. And I think that getting the animatic from Yuri right at the very beginning was an unimaginably incredible curveball to also demonstrate that no matter what form of art that you want to pursue, whether it be oil, acrylic like Abby's piece, or, showing off how amazing I look IRL, right? I do want to be very blunt and say this, that thank you. You guys are genuinely incredible. Regardless of how you support the channel, just know that your support is absolutely indispensable in allowing us to do cool stuff. And I want to say thank you. And I'm going to plug in my phone. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I know it's a little bit unprofessional, but I'll be honest with you. I think I took a little bit extra time than I should have to just like talk about how amazing your guys' stuff was. But that's also because I just love like talking about like, I don't know. I think it's really important to give you guys the truth about your art, about how amazing it is, because I feel that as an artist, it can be very lonely not having people to kind of look at your stuff in an objective manner and give you the basically what you love about it. And I think that I'm looking forward to seeing all the positive growth from where you are to where you're going to be. And seeing every single piece pass by in this, you know, slideshow is an incredible thing. So I want to say again, we're going to start the poll. We did have a tie for first place. We also had a tie for second and third place, so it's great. But if there is a tie, if there is another tie, I will be the tiebreaker. So if you do not want me to choose the piece that I think is best, which by the way, kind of fucking hard. You got, please, can you guys decide? Please. Anyway, the poll is in the Discord. Who wins first place? And it is between, let me go ahead and eliminate the second and third for right now, just for right now. So don't worry, we will get to them very shortly, but this is the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. And then the next one showing up will be the Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. Spread the wealth. Yeah, so again, I just want to say that for everyone here, I am absolutely gobsmacked at how incredibly talented you guys are. Not only being given the opportunity to look at your art, which, you know, maybe in other circumstances I would have seen it, like if you posted it to the Discord or something like that, but I really love seeing people make fan art. I love seeing people make art that they want to share. I love people sharing art that has nothing to do with me or the community, but just something they really love. Like, I really, really love that, and I mean that. Hard choice, I know. But here's Sakura Raz, and here is the Silver Stag. So please choose what you believe to be the best. We have currently 4 votes coming in, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go. Now, I'm not going to poison the pool here. I'm not going to say anything further. It is completely up to you guys to decide who is the winner, the first place winner. Now, granted, because of the fact that this is the first place, the way this is going to work, well, I should have said this. So whoever wins this poll is going to be the first place winner. Whoever loses this poll will be the second place winner. Then we will have a third one where we will have a third poll where we will decide third place. I think that's more fair, for sure. And if anyone objects to that, please let me know so that we can talk about it. But keep in mind, this is a competition first and foremost, so I want to make sure that we are all happy with it. But I think that whoever loses this poll is going to still be very happy, because not only are you in the podium, but this is an extremely hard choice, I think. There are so many merits to every single piece that can be said that I think it's really a wonderful thing that it's difficult. It would be really unfortunate if we weren't stressing about what were going to be the details. What were the things that were going to speak to us more, that was going to give us a higher decision? Also, thank you for the hydrate. These are the things that I think really makes art amazing, is even if you aren't able to specifically identify why you like a piece better or why you enjoy a piece more, that it speaks to you. Which one speaks to you? I have to go now. Have a good rest of the stream. Goodbye, Razchat. Have a good night, Annie. Also, good luck on your boards. You're going to do great, but I know you're going to be stressed out. Keep pushing. I believe in you. Don't you dare stop. I'll push you if you do. But good night, Annie. Thank you for the swimsuit Raz submission. I love for a swimsuit Raz. It's going to be in my profile picture. No. It's going to be on my Instagram, guys. Hey, my name is Raztavi. I'm cast away in Tokyo Bay, Ran. I'm just sitting in there chilling. I'm almost out of tea. Oh, you sons of... It's 4-4. There's your weird noise. Fuck's sake. Yeah, by the way, did you vote, Cloud? I'm assuming you and Silky didn't vote. It's 50. I mean, this is not fair, guys. You knew this was gonna... No, I didn't. I was like, please let like one person like just eke out a little bit. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Now I have to figure out what to do. Hold on, I gotta think. Because now I'm in charge of this shit. I was like, oh, I can let everyone else make the decision. I can feel really happy. And then it's like, oh great, I'm the fucking tiebreaker. Spinning wheel? Do you guys want the first place to be determined between a picker wheel? Is that how we want to do this? Is that how we want to handle first place? Is we want to leave it up to the gods of the picker wheel? Hold on. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, oh, I almost misspelled Silky. Psyche Marunga. Cloud Chaser. God, this is so silly. This is so silly. I can't believe this. Is this... This is basically a coin flip. So, you know what? We're gonna... I'm going to give it 1 more minute. If I don't see anyone put their vote in, I will allow the picker wheel to choose. Which, for those who don't know, is literally, for all intents and purposes, RNGesus. So let me go ahead. Would we like this to be how it chooses? Would you like this to be how we find it out? Is this how we're gonna do it? I hate you guys. No, never mind. I love you guys. Let God decide. Okay. Hi, Roro. Welcome in. Wait, Roro, have you voted? You can be the tiebreaker. You can be. We are currently tied between. This is the Silver Stag by Cloud, and we have, huh? Okay. Here's the question. Roro, would you like to be the tiebreaker vote for our art competition for first place? Or would you like to be the one that decides who wins the art competition? Or would you like the picker wheel? Would you like the picker wheel to choose? Because right now, we have a 4-4 split. Please do not send me on... So let me go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Okay, give me just a moment. Let me go ahead and talk to you through the piece. So this is the best. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to do my absolute best to give the best pitch possible. So let me go ahead. Just a moment, Roro. Let me go ahead and change this to manual. Let me start out first with the first one. It seems that this is going to be unpopular, but let me go ahead and explain the pieces. So this is Cloud Chasers 2224 Silver Stag. This is a single color that has been changed around with the color lighting, where we have a silver stag that's been influenced from the Iliad, which is a mythological creature for Agamemnon and a lot of other characters in between that was killed and started a lot of stuff. We have this incredible usage of lightage to use and indicate lighting coming through. For example, the lighting as well as the wind here. Let me cough 1 second. And then we have, cough, sorry, I'm talking too much. But we also have the beautiful and wonderful Agamemnon. Oh god. We have a lot of texturing and detail on the actual trunk itself. You have a lot of lighting going into it, a lot of texture. Whenever I looked at this the first time, I thought of this is kind of like the deer Patronus from Harry Potter, as well as kind of giving me this is a very peaceful and very kind creature that you just look at and you stare at. It's just beautiful, you know? And then you have, of course, the background. You have a lot of darkness showing off that there's a lot of beauty there. If you want to see the full resolution photo, you can also look in Discord as well. The poll as well is in Discord if you're curious. Yes, Patronus, yeah. So that is, did I forget anything? Oh no, the grass. The one thing that I will say that I like a lot about the grass is the fact that there's so much extra effort put into it. In the very ground where you're looking at, you can see a lot of the dark grass being shown here. It adds a lot to the composition as well as the actual grass found on the floor itself. And there's a lot of detail. But also, let that not sway you too heavily because you have yet to see the second submission, which is by Silky Marunga, which is known as Sakura Raz. So you can see here right at the very beginning, one thing I want to point your attention to is that there's a lot of usage of lighting here to tell a story, as well as actually both pieces do this very well. The Silver Stag with a lot of darkness being able to tell the story. But in this case, you have the opposite, where you have light, where you can see a lot of the shading coming through, where the light is coming through the Sakura blossoms that are coming through. You have a lot of the usage of, for example, in the foreground, you have the Sakura petals floating down. You have a lot of emotion in the eyes, much the same with the Silver Stag, where the Silver Stag was a very serious, very calm, very natural type of animal. Whereas here you have maybe some pensivity, maybe some thoughtfulness, maybe something in between. You got the double eyelashes. I just noticed that right now. You also have in the background, much the same as, I think this is why it was so hard, with Cloud, with the grass. You see a lot of detail going in to show that there's a lot going on here. You have Sakura's falling down between the trees, and also you're right, Sin, it is in Sakura season, right? You have a lot of line art being used to accentuate what is going on naturally, to give it extra oomph, whereas that isn't present in Cloud's work. However, there is no lines as the counterpoint there. I like Sakura's. It's beautiful, and I think that it also is, it's perfect how there's a dichotomy here, right? This is Raz looking at silky and lush foxes in Minecraft. Yeah, it's like, oh, not again. But it is Sakura season. Oh, hi. No, now there's two people. Oh, no, this competition is never going to end. This is never going to, I'm stuck here all night. No, I'm going to, hi, Steph. we have a tiebreaker, but have you voted, Steph? Because if you vote, I'm going to have to do the spiel again. You know what? Yeah. Okay. No, not yet. Okay. How do we want... You know what? Hold on. I need to hear... How do we want to do this? Do we want Roro to decide? Or do we want the picker wheel to decide? Because that's where we're at. Because now that Steph is here, we have two people to vote. Now, unless it's the case that Stephanie also votes the same, we're currently fighting for who is first place. So the submissions for first place is, you can see the full resolution in the Discord if you'd like to, but on stream, here is Cloud's Silver Stag, and then here is Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. Hold on, this is like the third time I've had to do the same spiel. So, Roro, have you cast your vote? If so, feel free to cast it in the Discord. Because if you tell me in Twitch, it's not going to count. I need to see it in the poll. And also, Steph, same thing. But let me just start again with Clouds here. A little bit of a summary here. I'm sorry for repeating the same thing multiple times for people who have been here the entire time. But the texture on the trees as well as the lighting is an extremely beautiful usage of light. This is a single, I believe it's a single shade of purple that is just messing around with the shade. So you have a single color composition here, where you have a silver stag, sort of a deer patronus of sorts. Do I just like the image I choose? So like in the Discord, you should see in general, you should see who wins first place, and you should see a vote on the very bottom that says who wins first place. It's the second poll. So whoever you vote there will be the thing. But if Steph is like, I don't want to vote, like I want Roro to be the deciding factor, we can also do that. It is a completely voluntary act. You don't need to do it. Single purple. So this is a single purple thing where you have a dark background going into it, and you have the golden lit antlers here, as well as, of course, the eyes and the nose showing off a lot of a sincerity, a naturalness, a simplicity. But that is also... Roro can be deciding factor. Okay, Roro. Roro is great. Roro is the deciding factor. And isn't... How the hell has this been the reason why this happened? How is it that every stream I do where there's an event, there's always something going on? I'm on mobile. It's okay. Take your time. We can just sit here and chill. This is so stressful. How do you think I feel? I'm trying to do my absolute best to make sure that I sell everyone's piece to the best of my ability. And I'm like, crap. I don't know if I've said this or not. I've said this like I know. Boot up Wordle. Honestly, I feel that, right? But it looks like, oh, Roro, was that your vote there? Roro has vote. The die is cast. I believe we have a winner. And I'm going to do something very important here, something very, very critical. I have to, hey, cut the lights. Cut the audio. Okay, we need to, hold on, you guys. I've been waiting for this the entire night. Okay, I've been waiting for this the entire night. We have, hold on, where's my, we have a winner. It is, my freaking OBS is not working. Great, it's fantastic. Cloud Chaser with the silver stag. Woo! First place is Cloud Chaser, with a, oh, by the way, hold on, I messed up. Oh my gosh, I messed up my 10K. I messed up everything. Oh, my life is a video game. But first place, Scuffed. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. Welcome to the first annual art competition celebration. So first place goes to Cloud Chaser 2224. Are we surprised about how beautiful a submission that is to win victory in first place? No, but it is also a testament to Silky Marunga about the fact that this was an incredibly difficult competition because of the fact that this was what had to be beaten out. Sakura Raz. Was not expecting that. I don't know what to expect anymore. Now to break the tie in third place. So for those who are curious, we have decided first and second place, but now we have to choose who is going to win third. So for those who are curious, the tie for third went to Swimsuit Raz and Walk Down the Magnolia Street. Who wins third? Almost did thread. It's going to be a Walk Down Magnolia Street. I will show it very quickly by Abby. And then it is Swimsuit Raz by Annie Q. And I'm going to let that be an hour-long post. So I have put the poll in there. Let me very quickly go ahead and add those in there. So the ones that we are fighting are going to be, this is Abby's submission, so let me go ahead and tell you guys that. Let me double check and make sure that's absolutely right. One vote. Okay, good. So the two ones that have done it, so this is a acrylic painting. This is on a physical canvas, if you're curious. Let me go and get the pointer here. So I want to point attention towards the fact that we have Lord Byron on the back on the raspberry stand holding out there. We've got a couple stone outside as well as a beautiful stone pattern in the front. We also have a beautiful door accoutrement with some flowers and a lot of just beautiful vines. And what I can basically say is just Italian brilliance. And what I mean by that is you can see the color of the stucco, the pink, you have the yellow, the blue, you have the mosaic on the top. There's a lot of things going in here that's a lot of simplicity and a lot of things here. By the way, since you didn't want to vote for who was going to win first, Steph, if you would like to, I implore it, also vote for who's going to win third, whatever you want to do. But also I want to say thank you, Steph, for allowing Roro to be the deciding vote here, but I think we're all very happy. I think the fact that we had a fight between Cloud and Silky for number one is pretty amazing. I think that's kind of the best thing we could ask for. I made artwork with paper so I couldn't enter. I know, I'm sorry. We're going to have a competition and I can't wait for us to have the same problem with one of your pieces. Good game, Silky, hitting you with the crispest staff right now. Oh my God. You know what I would love more is a Cloud and Silky collab. Silky, don't ban me. Don't worry. Tough decision. One has Lord Byron and the other is bribing Mutuna. Well, there's something else in the piece there. I have more kind things to say, but I think we should also take a look at the second submission by Annie Q. This is a unfinished piece, I will say, and I will admit, but don't worry. This is a community that we are amazing. And I want to say that's one of the reasons why I felt comfortable doing this. And let me tell you, let me bribe you guys. You guys want some tuna? I'm glad I didn't use a different way of saying that. But yeah, here's tuna. Let's take a second look at the colors here being used to, I'm grabbing the tuna by the spine. Fish. And then we have, of course, the raspberry and the two-tone swimsuit. The same color as my eyes, by the way. You have a lot of shading. The color, or the sun is coming from the top corner, shining down on my head. You have a lot of shading going on with the hair, going from the light to the gray to the darkish. And then you have the eyes, you have the eyebrows, you have the face. Everything speaks like, there we go. Are they saying you are a real catch? That's my favorite pun of the night. +1, Roro. Silky, don't ban me. I love that. But it looks like we have 3 votes, and it looks as though, at the moment, we have what may be a blowout. But the good news is I will keep this going for 5 more minutes. So just 5 more minutes, and then we will have our 3 placements. So while we sit here and talk about stuff, let me go ahead and set the competition thing to go randomly automatic. There we go. So again, this is the acrylic painting done by Abby called Walking Down Magnolia Street. And then of course, right after that is Swimsuit Raz by NEQ. I'm talking myself hoarse. This is great. Do we vote or just one person votes? So anyone can vote. I would ask that just for simplicity's sake, since we didn't do it, you guys didn't do it before. Like if it's your piece, don't vote, right? But yeah, just go ahead and vote. And it looks like, are you fucking kidding me? You guys are doing this on purpose now, aren't you? If this is a tie at 9:30 in 4 minutes, the wheel is choosing. I don't care. The wheel is choosing. This is so fucked up. Wait. We may have a victor. We may have a victor. We may have a... I know. I give you guys power. This is what you do to me. Not even trying to tie. I know, right? Like, isn't it just funny? Son of a bit... Sorry. Guys, money's on the line here. For those who forgot, the grand prize of the competition is $50 USD. The second prize is $25 USD, 25 and 50, by the way. And then third prize is $10 USD. So this is definitely a lucrative competition. You guys are making this a little bit annoying. A little bit frustrating. We are at 8-8. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get up the picker wheel because if there is not someone that ticks it over one side or another, the picker wheel will decide. I don't care. We're at that point now. Where is it? There we go. This is where we're at. By the way, we actually have a second section to the thing where we're just where it's just showing your art. It's not part of the competition. It's just for fun. I'm gonna probably speed run that because my throat, like I talked way too much because I was too excited. But I will say, you guys are insane. Ow! What the fuck? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we've got 2 minutes. We're annoyingly awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little bit sappy here, but I was really afraid of what community I would cultivate if I was even going to get the privilege of cultivating a community to begin with. And I am extremely grateful for all of you guys because if you have a Twitter account and you scroll on it, you see a lot of bad stuff on Twitter. You see a lot of drama, you see a lot of infighting, you see a lot of just problems and stuff. And I want to say that it has been a distinct privilege and honestly just amazing that you guys have not only been a stellar supporter on and off stream, but you guys have just been amazing. Like I've never felt uncomfortable around you guys. I've never felt worried about you guys. I never was like, oh, like, you know, like I'm going in the wrong direction. I really like what we have right now. And I'm really enjoying the fact that, you know, as time goes on, it's only going to be better and better. And I love that we're not only growing here on Twitch, but also on YouTube as well. So it's really insane to me that I get this opportunity to do cool stuff. So again, just thank you guys. I just want to say that. Wait, the reverb's still on? I forgot to turn it off. I'm a fucking idiot. Thanks for telling me. Actually, unironically, thank you, because I would have left that shit. Did you guys know it was on, but you left it there? I don't like Twitter. I prefer to be mean IRL based, honestly. Okay, it's gonna be tied. Ugh. You guys, see, that's another thing. That's what I love about you guys, is the fact that, like, whenever I fuck up about stuff and I do stupid stuff, like, you guys just, like, let it ride. And, like, after stream, I'll be honest, I'll be wrong. Like, I get annoyed. I'm like, why didn't you guys tell me anything? But, like, then a few days later, I'm like, nah, but it was really funny. But it was really funny. Like, it was really funny. I was like, I can't be angry. All right, so before we go on any further, again, this is Swimsuit Raz, and this is Walk Down Magnolia Street, and this is how we're going to decide it. Now, let me go ahead and change the names here. So, again, it's going to be Walk Down Magnolia Street by Abby, and then it's going to be Swimsuit Raz by NEQ. So again, cut the sound. Are you ready? Ooh, it seems the winner is the winner. Oh, it doesn't show it because I cropped it. The winner is, for third place, NEQ, the swimsuit. So let me go ahead and tally up the winner of the first annual art celebration competition is the Silver Stag by Cloud Chaser. Claps, everybody clap, everybody clap, everybody clap. I don't have a clap emote, but you know what? Use whatever you want to do to clap. Second place is Sakura Raz by the idol herself, Silky Marunga. And third, not to be disgruntled or at all to be mistaken about, the winner, the third place of Swimsuit Raz by yours truly, Anakin. So a early gift before she aces her boards. Third place. So let me hey, put the sound back on. Now what do I pay you for? What do I pay you for? I don't pay you. That's probably why you don't do that. So again, let me go ahead and talk about the winners of our competition. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So that is first, second, and third. I think it's all out of order. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So this is our winner of the competition. JG has just missed it. Thank God we allowed the picker wheel to choose. Welcome in, JG. The winner of our first annual art celebration competition is the Silver Stag by ours truly, Cloud Chaser. Huh? Second place. Also had to do 2 tiebreakers in order to finally get the casting vote by Roro, which, by the way, thank you. The winner, the second place winner, is Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. And last, but definitely not least, and arguably probably my favorite because I look really cool in this, is Swimsuit Raz by Anakin. So again, I want to say thank you guys so much for not only participating in the competition itself, but I will be getting with you very shortly to get you your prizes. If you're worried about PayPal or other means and manners like that, do not worry, you will get the prize pool. Again, let's start from the top. The $50 grand prize goes to Cloud Chaser 2224, winning with the Silver Stag. A beautiful display of a single color capturing the heart of many. Next, in the second corner is Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga, with an excellent use of lighting as well as a use of a subject that's very pensive and very, very handsome, as you can probably imagine. Wins second place with the $25 USD prize. And last, but definitely not least, in the podium, even you're still on the podium, right? Win-win, is Swimsuit Raz holding a tuna, $10 the USD. So I want to say again, thank you guys so much for participating in the competition. This is incredible. Also, I'm not in stream. I can't. This is Abby right now. Oh, good. But the good news is we have won. We have done our first annual art competition. You guys are insane. Every time I try to do competitions, it's always a tie. I feel like you guys are conspiring against me, but you know what? That does not matter at all. Because now we have moved on from the competition part of the section to just the fun part where I just look at art. And I think, unfortunately, because of the fact that we had a little bit of a time there trying to get the first, second, and third place. That I'm gonna have to speedrun it a little bit. So if you're just here for the competition, I want to say thank you guys for participating. If you did not win, let me tell you very quickly that this was a very, very, very heavy competition. I did not expect everyone to come out swinging. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I am very grateful for everyone making their art not only present to the world, but available for all of us to see. Thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedules, even if you guys don't have a life like I do, to sit down, create something, and display it. I'm very grateful for all of you. I think it's wonderful that you gave me this opportunity, and I'm glad that I'm able to reward artists for it.
Potato chip and eat it.
Yummy. I gotta shoot for now. It's like 4 a.m. Good night, Cloud. Sorry, I wish I was. My perfect thing would be like, oh, we're over in like 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes. But again, that is the competition section of the stream. Now is just, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna look at art. We're gonna look at just stuff that you guys wanted me to look at. Okay, just fun stuff. Just because of the case that my throat is a little bit raspy, I'm not gonna take any more submissions, but these are just submissions that were brought in by, so there was 2 sections. There was the competition, which is what we just did. And now we're doing the show your art, which is like, hey, I got an art piece I want to show. Can you look at it? And I'm like, huh, I can do that. I can do that. So this is a piece done by the almost 3rd place winner, but still amazing artwork. Acrylic on canvas is an insane play. But this is by Abby. This is it looks like it's a sketch of some sorts. And it looks like there may have been some inspiration from this piece, or maybe this is a draft of sorts of the acrylic that was given to us on the stream. In fact, I kind of noticed the carabid, the little granite thing here, as well as the road. Either way, even though it seems to be like a line art sketch, this has a lot of soul in it. I mean, the colors, even though it's just kind of black and white here, it speaks a lot to it. Also very base that you like, we're like, well, what is a good background that like doesn't show stuff? I'm gonna put it on my lap in my bed. That is, my friends, how to go about it. Now, the next one is also, I believe, hold on, let me double check here. I think this is also Abby. Let me double check. Yes, this is also by Abby. Another non-competition piece, but just something that Abby wanted to show off. Done in December of 2024. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. That's me when I realized that I had to do a picker wheel for the who won the competition. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And of course, I haven't watched the anime before, but I do love it. Look at the cat. Look at the little baby kitty. Oh, I love it. And next, also by Abby, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, also by Abby. Look at this. Look at all the doodles. Also, the full reses of these are in the Discord if you want to look at them more sincerely, but they are indeed here. We also have, of course, probably the best background for this like picture period. Like, look at the trees. Look at this. Look at the clouds. Overcast. It's beautiful. You got some grass. I wonder if you touched it. You've got this beautiful, just, it looks like you're testing with colors and stuff. Like you're trying to make, like, you're doing art, but you're also trying to make it to where, like, what happens if I take a lot of colors and put them into like a unison of sorts? Like you have the big ones and the little ones and then the littler ones. And I think that's pretty beautiful. I love that. I love art. Wubba. Wubba. And next we have a late, I think it was like last minute. Yeah, yesterday, by the way, I will admit, it is kind of funny. Ray was like 1 minute late. I'm like, that was for the art competition submissions. For the actual show your art, there was like no deadline for it. But it's okay. That was probably my fault with the translation. But yeah, this is Ray is Dumb. That is their actual username. Very big, good, wonderful. Love Ray. We love Ray. Who doesn't love Ray? And we see here, Ray is Dumb. Yeah, I believe that they typically hang out in Foo's and Hoods. Foo, Hoods, and Stebio's chat. So you'll see Ray pop in on occasion, but typically Ray is a lurker here. But either way, Ray was like, hey, like, I'm late, but I'm going to put it in here. Good luck to everyone to submit it. And thank you for the luck, because we needed it, because boy, oh boy, we had a lot of it. I think that there's a lot of things to say about like a sketch. Like, even though there's a black background, you have a single color, you have a swirling hole in the chest, you have kind of like the like zombie teeth type stuff in the eyes. It says a lot. I don't know what it says, because obviously like I don't know what's behind it, but it's incredible that even something as simple as a sketch, or something that was meaningful and intentionally done to just be this way, can say so much. So again, Ray, thank you so much for submitting a show your art. And I think we have 2 more. Yes, we do. We have 2 more. Now, I think there's one in here that I'm kind of like, I was like, do I show this? Like, I'm not, I don't know if I show this, because it's like, I don't know. But you know what? They put it in the chat, and I wonder if they're still here. I wonder if they are. We'll see. But there we go. This is art. This is admittedly art, okay? Because if you have never done nails before, I haven't, but I've seen people do it. This is not Ray. This is Sir Zoo posting their beautiful nails, which, by the way, let's take a moment and look at this, right? Like, you have to go through all the pain and effort to get the nails nice and clean, which hurts, by the way. I think it's called like the cuticle. The cuticle. Using them to type right now, let's go. The cuticle, to like, you have to bring that back. It hurts, it sucks. But then you get the nail on there, and then not only is the nail done and it's glazed, but you also have to do the art on it, right? You have the kind of like pearl beads, I would say, like pearls on there, with the white as an accent on the pink pastel background. And I believe those are like I don't know what like fruit they are. Cause hold on, let me take a quicker look. Like my heart is saying it looks like a strawberry. Is that right? Is that right, Sue? Is that what it's supposed to be? It shouldn't hurt. Are you okay? I'm a guy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm back now. What's up? Hi, Dakota. Hi. We are just going through art. Wait. Oh, that's right. That's Abby. Yeah, I was since you missed it just by a little bit. We were looking at where is it? We were looking at this. Oh, hold on. That's not the right one. Oopsie. We were looking at your piece that you did on acrylic, I believe, and oil. We were also looking at your pegboard. By the way, did you touch grass? Just letting you know. Did you touch grass? And then also Ray here. But we were just looking at Zoo's nails here, where it's like, yes, slay. There we go. I think that's the best. That's the best you'll get. And last, but definitely not least, in the submission for what's going on here, is also another piece by Zoo, which it kind of sucks that I restricted to where it had to be a new piece, but oh, something happened. Hi. Hello, DJ. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. We just finished up our first annual celebration competition where we basically took art from the community and we put everyone into an arena to see who would win, and we do have the winners. We are currently in the phase where we're looking at everyone's art that they wanted to submit but didn't count for the competition, and this is a piece by Sir Zoo. We got a dragon, looks like of some sort in the background, some vines, a beautiful sketch. We gotta love the kitchen counter. You know, we gotta love it. But welcome in, DJ. But yeah, you know, if you guys need to raid and run, feel free, but stick around, hang out, kick up your feet, hang out. My throat is going, my voice is going. And I think what we should do is, because of the case that you guys are here, let me go ahead and show you guys the winners of the art competition. So first place went to the lovely, the wonderful Cloud Chaser 2224 with a piece named The Stag. This was our first place $50 grand prize winner for the thing. For the competition, and our second place, which, by the way, if you're curious, in the Discord you can see the fulls, but this is the best you'll get if you're only wanting to see on stream. The second place winner is Sakura Raz by Silky Marunga. The second place winner, which won a $25 USD prize by Silky Marunga. And last but definitely not least, probably my favorite if I'm being honest with you guys, the third place winner for $10 USD, Swimsuit Raz by Annie Q. Nothing more wonderful than seeing me just look at that, man. It's very late, so I'll run off. Thank you all, artists here, and bye-bye. Yeah. Unfortunately, I will say, because my throat is kind of going out and my voice is going out, we did also end up finishing up the Show Your Art section. So this does conclude the art competition, the first annual art competition of the stream. So again, before we log off here, I want to say thank you for the raid, DJ. Thank you for the raid, Jupiter. Thank you guys for being here for the competition and hanging out. But I also want to say, before we shortly go, I want to say that it is a great privilege and a great pleasure to be able to say that we are able to run community events where we're able to give out substantial prizes to reward artists for making cool stuff. I'm looking forward to not only getting the opportunity to see more cool stuff that you guys post, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys not only grow from your incredible talent and heights where you are now to the brand new plateau that you're going to conquer very shortly. So again, I want to say thank you guys for not only coming to the stream, but hanging out, voting, putting me in the predicament where we had to do 2 runoff polls because you guys kept voting for the same ones over and over, and we didn't have a tiebreaker, and we had to have the picker wheel choose third place. Yeah, it's been an interesting stream, DJ. I finally got to raid my rival in time. Yeah, I went longer than necessary, and I think it's because of the fact that I just didn't shut up about how much I loved everyone's pieces. But much the same, all good things must come to an ending. So I am going to go ahead and call the stream here. I want to say again, thank you guys so much. For those who won, that being said, Cloud, Silky, as well as Annie, I will make sure to follow up with you guys in due time, and I will make sure to get your grand prizes to you. So again, thank you guys so much for those who submitted. For those of you who did not win prizes, I want you to know that your pieces are incredible. And remember that a democratic vote does not determine your worth, and understand that at any time, any place, I will look at your art and I will tell you good things about it. And that goes for every single person in this community. If you have something that you're doing, fan art, whatever, I can definitely give my 2 cents. You can send me a DM or you can put it in the Discord. I would prefer you to do that so that we all can see it. But again, I want to say thank you guys for making this community a bright, pleasant, and wonderful place to be a part of. And thank you guys for letting me be the guy in charge of it. So again, thank you guys so much. Take care and good night. I'll see you tomorrow for a collab with the Traveling Researcher's Diary on Minecraft. 1 hour early than normal, by the way. So look at the schedule. But until then, take care. Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.